Right. Okie dokie. Okay. She is brought over to you there, Wadwick, and inspects you up and down. The half-dragon comes back down with her, and she looks you over and says, "Who are you?"
I'm nobody.
Nobody who's able to fire a fireball within my camp.
Yep.
Make a persuasion check, a deception check. First roll of the night.
Perception.
Deception.
Deception.
You're saying you're nobody.
13.
That's gonna be the half dragon swings, hits you with a 16.
Yeah.
And does 3 bludgeoning damage to your stomach. Hits you hard. Speak the truth, he says.
Well, while they are talking, can we creep closer?
Nonchalant, like.
Bit by bit.
like,
Where are you guys at the moment? All right.
We're a bit off, but
way
we just
over
want to creep
yonder,
closer, like being very interested in what's happening.
Is anyone else actually like watching the spectacle? I assume.
Yeah, good point. Actually, there's a lot of everyone seems very interested that this robed figure has come out of the large tent. Certainly is standing to attention and watching what's going on. Everyone's keeping a very close eye about what's going on here.
Are they sort of crowding around, or?
No. This seems like this area is almost out of bounds for most. Like people aren't just wandering around this area at all. They're all just standing guard, watching.
How many guards are on this tower I'm
at? On the tower that you're underneath. Ooh, make me a perception check.
I need to
Move
roll.
up to mingling range.
I need to roll the con save.
Mingling range. I'm gonna be on.
Everyone, you can see. You can tell that there's a number of footfalls up there. People aren't moving around too often. It's not too easy to see. Right.
What's the getting up there situation like?
So you've got a wooden runged ladder on one side that leads up to like a sub floor, and then it looks like another runged ladder from a bit further in, leading up to the top floor.
Is there people on that middle layer? Can I hear?
Not that you can see.
Or... Okay, I want to start climbing up.
Alrighty, so you're climbing up there. Righto.
Make a stealth.
Yeah, sure, makes a stealth check.
Beautiful.
Good stuff. So you're creeping. In fact, that would have been with advantage because you're invisible still, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you're stealth. You feel fairly confident that you're sneaking up there. Whilst this is going on, this human dark hair is looking you up and down more, Wadwick, and asks, "Who sent you?"
Before you say that, I need to do a con save because I took damage.
Oh, are you concentrating on something?
I have my cultist disguise self.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. Roll, you need to beat a 10.
I have advantage because I'm a warcaster.
Yep, not a problem. You keep that up, that's not a problem.
As he does that, can I use divine sense to sense if there's good and evil and so on?
Link me the spell.
Oh, great. That didn't work.
Hang on. Just I'll read.
I'm getting.
Next time you know the location. Right. Okay. Yeah. So you do a divine sense, looking for good and evil. No fiends, celestials, or undead within 60 feet of you. No.
Does it smell bad or does it ring good around me? the very top part of it, the spell.
Strong evil, presence of strong evil. Yes, yes. There's a emanating sense of pure, of evil stench in this camp, all around you.
Oh, great.
It seems. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm 2 up.
Ooh. Wow, chicka, wow.
Yeah. Look at my boobs. Right. Okey-dokey.
I thought you guys were in lockdown, and yet you cut your hair.
I cut my hair. Oh shit! Yeah, you haven't seen this. This is me.
Yeah, that's the shortest I've seen it.
It's the
I wish I could get a haircut.
It's
That'd
the
be
shortest.
lovely.
It's the shortest I've had my hair since I was a kid. It's
Come to Sweden. We're not locked down. We can get haircuts.
Yeah, I think Geralt's probably the most important to get a haircut out of there.
And I feel like I'm 16 again.
Bit of an emo thing going on there.
All right. Okay, back to the gate. Frulum looks you up and down again. I don't believe you. Have we searched him? And the half-dragon leans forward. Where have you gone after this Herrick? Because you clapped him up there. Have you walked away?
Okay, so I just walked back here to the nearest tent.
There. Okay, fair enough. All right. Well, with a 2, the half-dragon pats you down. Doesn't seem to find anything other than your staff, which is on the floor in front of you. Doesn't seem to find anything of too much danger. It's this point that Frulum scowls more and just says, "Fine, don't speak then. In the morning you die, along with the rest of these reprobates," and stalks back off towards the main tent.
Does the female follow, or just him?
Oh, these both... oh, you mean the half-dragon?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he heads back off, starting to do his standard sort of patrol around.
If I remember correctly, it was nighttime?
Yeah, it's about 10 PM at the moment. You guys had come in, you'd spent dusk in the camp here. Hang on, I think my wife's turned the heating on. I think that's why I'm cooking. Let me turn a radiator off over it. Oh, shit. Which is, of course, behind a box. Right, so they stalk off back to that tent. As they're walking away, you're in a bit of a semicircle with these crosses, and a dark-skinned elven gentleman to your right whispers down to you. "Hey friend, what got you in here?"
Did you see the fireballs over there?
I heard things. You look at him now, and he's covered in bruises. His eyes are swollen like he can barely see. This guy looks like he's been tortured severely for a long time. And he's just hanging there.
Yeah. I came here alone and tried to cause some trouble, because I don't like that they're attacking the town.
Which town do you speak of?
Town nearby.
You mean Greenest?
Is that it?
That's the village you were in. You knew that. You did know that,
yeah, but is that the town it's called?
It's the nearest town.
Yeah, it was quite near. Did take a while for us to go there, though.
Who sent you here?
Nobody.
So you're just a sellsword who decided to launch a fireball.
Yeah.
Make a deception check.
Deception.
I was
Critical?
typing up
Oh, right, okay, yeah. He seems to believe you without too much stress. Okie dokie.
What brings you? What? Why are you trapped here?
And he's hanging there. I'm here to study the cult.
It's going well, I see.
Yeah, I followed them quite a way, but they rumbled me.
Where are you coming from to study the cult?
Enterel.
Have I heard about that before?
You make me a history check.
Critical.
Yeah, you know that Elturel is a town north of Greenest, along the 2 seconds. Along the Chionthar River, almost directly north of Greenest. It's on the river that leads down towards Baldur's Gate. Elturel.
Okay. How long did you tail this cultist before you got caught?
Months. They caught me snooping around this camp. I'm convinced that they're nefarious.
Well, they did kinda sack the town, try to burn down the mill, rob the town for gold and everything.
I must get back there. Governor Nighthill must hear of what these cultists have been doing and what I believe is happening inside that cave.
What do you believe is happening inside the cave?
They plan to hatch dragons, fool. This is the cult of dragons.
Oh.
Dragonfall.
Cult of Dragon Fools. Oh. What type of dragons are they hatching?
I believe black.
Do I believe him?
Yeah, you don't have any reason to believe this battered and bruised, soon to be executed elf is lying to you.
Yeah. When do you think the eggs will hatch?
I haven't made it in that cave. I want to make it in that cave, though. I don't know.
Well, we'll see how things turn out.
Do you have a plan to get out of here?
I might have a plan to get me out of here, depending on what happens.
You look around the rest of the sort of semicircle. There's a lot of hanging people, but it seems like this elf is the only one that seems to be awake and able to actually converse, who isn't that badly beaten. If you're saying something, Tia, we can't hear you.
No, I'm looking for something. I'm trying to find my notes because I...
Sorry, I just saw your mouth moving. I thought you were trying to...
No, this laptop keeps changing around, so I try to find the notes and I can't find them at the moment. Oh, there we go. There we go. Because I usually try to take notes, and this time around it was a bit...
Alrighty.
Sorry, thank you.
If you could get me out of here, I would make it worth your while.
Oh? How?
I have been tasked with investigating this dragon cult. My findings must make it back to Elturel.
Yeah. And they are gonna execute you in the morning as well?
I assume as much.
It's kind of a buzzkill, isn't it?
That's the truth. Alrighty. While that's going on, Geralt, are you doing anything?
How's it looking on this tower? Is the middle?
So you're up
clear?
on this. You've now made it up to the first floor from the ground floor, and it seems like there's no one on this. There's only a small walkway, and then the rung ladder to go up to the next level.
Yeah, I wanna head up. Keep going.
You're going up. Alrighty. So you make me another stealth check. Alrighty. So remaining invisible, you creep up rung by rung by rung, and you peek your head up to the point where you can see, and you can see 5 figures standing, still facing down towards this main area where Waderick and the main tents are. 5 guards.
Do they look like the same level of pleb as the rest of them?
Make a perception check.
Bad at that.
Yeah, these look like trained guards, not like they've been here for just a couple of days. These are regimented, well equipped, and yeah, they look a little bit more bulky than your usual fare.
It's bad, man. Out of interest, is that actually that far?
Yeah, the scale's set up correctly on this. Because I paid for it and didn't set it up myself.
Okay. Do we reckon I can take 5 well armored? What kind of armor are they?
Alrighty, 2 seconds. So they are wearing chain shirts, carrying shields, carrying and holding spears and crossbows, and have what look like short scimitars or daggers also in their belts.
They're like the most well-armed people in this entire camp.
Yeah.
Well, if you remember, I mean, it's been
at the top of a tower.
if you remember, it's been 2 weeks, but you've had largely very lowly kobolds and cultists at the entrance to this camp, and the further in, and especially around these higher level things, you've actually had quite a lot of guard drakes, half dragons, bandits, and what you might look at as veterans. They're wearing on their epaulets. They've got this red insignia.
YOLO.
Bad, man. I've got more potions to drink if it goes badly wrong.
Do you have any featherfall potions so you can just jump off the edge in case it goes wrong? Float to victory.
I don't know if Featherfall works. I don't know how I would rule on Featherfall working like it does in WoW versus D&D. I don't don't think you could use it to coast right down into the middle of the thing. Although,
Yeah,
I mean, it sort of makes sense.
Then you swig an invisibility potion mid-jump. Then you just disappear in mid-air, and then...
Yeah, very true. What would you like to do, though, Geralt?
I can't read scrolls, can I?
You can only if you could learn that that spell eventually, then you could.
Because I've got a scroll of Misty Step. That'd be better.
Cut off the legs on the tower.
How high is the tower?
Weaken the supports on the tower.
Say again?
Yeah.
How high is it?
How high is it? Around 50 feet.
Like,
So
from the top of the ground.
From the bottom, from where you started climbing up to the top of the tower. The tower is 50 feet tall.
5 people, 5 well-armed people at the top, just standing. Do you hear something? No, nothing.
We could just set fire to it.
Oh, yeah.
Seems like that.
You have had success setting fire to the rest of the camp.
A bunch of flammable stuff here.
No, this has been built just to keep a lookout in this area.
Have
Like all the barrels and
flammable
crates and
lookout.
everything. I mean, it's made of wood.
Yeah, but wood actually doesn't burn super well unless you get it started.
Very true.
I've got 20 glasses of real nice brandy. Brandy's very flammable.
You wouldn't dare.
Why would you do that?
Molotov. Oh god, tower.
That's alcohol abuse.
I've used all my flammable stuff. I need to buy more flammable.
While Geralt's
wearing
deciding what to
clothes?
do, anyone else wanting to be doing anything whilst this is going on?
Yes, I would like to do something.
Sure, Sandy.
I'm hanging around with these guys here. I mean,
Alright.
they're all like riled up about having an execution tomorrow, like party time, perhaps.
Yep.
So yeah, can I get a bit of an idea of the mood within that part of the camp?
Yeah, sure. Roll me an insight check.
Oh no.
For
Oh shit.
the general mood of what people are behaving like and the feel for the camp.
Just give me a moment. I realize something.
You haven't got D&D Beyond open, have you?
No shit, that's the wrong one. I am awful. I didn't realize it. It's like la 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 la. This is all fine. This is okay. Nothing wrong.
You're thinking you
Okay.
won't have to roll anything at all forever.
Yeah. No. I'm.
I mean, Eldritch Blast just kills stuff anyway. Why need to roll?
Insta kill.
And you need to hit. If only it were like magic missile. Let's see. Where am I? There I am.
How sturdy does this?
Did you roll Sandy? I can't see it.
No, hang on.
Alright.
Inside it was, yeah?
Still opening it.
Insight, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm
Wow.
not very insightful.
I mean, yeah, you can see they've put out the fires that you started, and everyone's looking worried, but is sitting down in their areas again. Looks like they're under orders to keep spaced out in the way they were. In fact, yeah, these people would have headed back towards this area to help put the fires out. These
God
two
damn it.
bandits.
They're just
Oh.
really boring cultists.
Remind me, who had convinced this bandit to run around like he had a torch in his hand?
I did.
What happened? Remind me what happened there.
charmed.
I charmed him.
So he's
Charmed
running
person.
around. So he's been clapped in irons and put up on this thing as well, and questioned at the same time.
Nice.
Because that ain't flying. And that charmed person, after an hour, is he aware that he's been charmed?
Yes, and he
Right.
knows I charmed him as
And
well.
he knows it was you, and you're concentrating on that charm. Right. Okay. So yeah, he was clapped up at the same time, we'll say. Righto. So yeah. So that's it. Yeah, everything's a little bit more high alert. There was a fireball thrown, and around 20 guards and cultists and various things died. So yeah. It's also getting a bit later towards the actual night proper, so fewer hunters coming in and bringing food. It's still the occasional one, but not as much. But okay. Geralt, what did you say then?
How sturdy does this tower look? Are there any legs that?
So it's a four-legged structure, and it looks like each one has been made from driving in a huge tree trunk at each corner.
Say I had a magical axe that was specifically built for chopping down trees. How quickly could I get for it?
Remind me of the axe, because it's ringing bells, but I just want to get the detail.
There you go.
Lost my-
We found this axe a while ago. No one wanted it.
Well,
Never
you
found
say
it.
that, but we
Phew.
sold it.
Did we?
Oh,
I
did you
don't
sell
know
it?
if we were selling it.
Oh,
We sold it. I attuned to it, and once we got back to Neverwinter, we sold it.
Did we?
Ah.
Why would you sell such a thing?
I
What's
don't
wrong
think
with
we
you?
did.
It's
I
totally
remember
good for chopping down
lots
wood.
of discussions about who didn't want it, so it wouldn't surprise me. I don't remember, so I'll go with the consensus of the group on this one.
I'm fairly certain I asked to sell it because
Well,
once I had attuned to it, I noticed
don't
that it
remember
was
you
shit.
selling it.
Yeah, shut up, Pibbs. You weren't there. You weren't there, man.
Typically speaking, I delete stuff off when we sell it, and I did.
Yeah, and Geralt does have the bag of holding. I'm assuming you're keeping an inventory for that bag, yeah?
Yeah, I don't have it in my inventory at least. So if we didn't sell it, it would be in your bag of holding.
Yeah, because you got the better sword that you actually wanted, because you had it briefly and then you got the sword.
Yeah, I mean, this one had no extra on top of it other than my sword anyway,
I mean,
so...
it sounds like Greg is your Hoard's person.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you could try. It's
So if Greg sold it.
it's certainly something you could try.
Uh,
It's not going to
how...
split through it in one
No.
in one hit, and it doesn't make it the hit silent, so it's going to make noise.
No. It would make noise, but
Yes.
This is gonna be the worst idea ever.
I mean,
Does it count as an attack for your invisibility?
I expect so.
Oh yeah,
I feel like
definitely. It's
swinging
not
a big
using an
axe.
item. It's an attack. So anyone, while Geralt's deciding whether to try and chop down the guard tower, anyone else doing anything? No.
Mingling.
I was kind of thinking of just doing the whole social engineering thing, put on a high-vis vest and just walk straight into the cave. You know, you never stop a guy with a ladder thing.
What about the mid-level? Like the bottom level, big trunks. Mid-level, that's still
Well, the big trunks, yeah, they go right up to the base of the top floor. It's not like you've got really sturdy, then flimsy, then little. It's sturdy, and then a hut. Alrighty. Wardwick, this elf next to you mumbles, seriously though, who sent you? How did you... You don't come here. You tell me you did a fireball? There's no way in hell that they would recruit someone who would then throw a fireball at their troops.
No, that's not what happened, but I don't know if I trust you yet enough to tell you what's going on, so...
He seems actually encouraged by that. He's fair enough. These are trying times indeed. I would say I would reward you 150 gold for you and any allies you may have. I see that they only dragged you and that stupid dwarf over here. Is he one of yours? He's
no.
referring to the dwarf that was running around with the
no,
the charmed
he's
dwarf.
just a pawn.
Yeah, that charmed dwarf, by the way, is still trying to do what you've told him to do. He's just like, I must get
that's not the kind of charm, so he'd just still think, damn, my friend gave me a really bad idea.
All right, okay, fair enough.
Put it up there.
All right, no, cool. So yeah, he's just looking really embarrassed and fucking worried for his life.
Okay, I've got a final question.
Alrighty.
How firmly attached to the ladders? Are they built in? Are they just like tied on
The
with
first
strings?
the first one looks like it's a lashed-on existing ladder, so it wasn't built as part of it. It was like a ladder they had, and they just lashed it on. The second one is part of it because it goes up in.
Okay, I want to go up to the top, untie it or cut it off or something.
No, it's
just remove it.
Oh, you mean the smaller ladder? Yep. The first ladder. Yep.
Yeah. I want to remove that, climb back down, pull the ladder down, do all this silently as possible so they don't notice. And we'll see how that goes.
Right.
And then I might try and chop it down.
All right. Roll me a sleight of hand.
No, I was going to say I might pull the rope bridge up, but that's fine. I won't worry about that. Yeah, sleight of hand.
So, sleight of hand for cutting and removing quietly this. And I would give you advantage on this because you're invisible and you can take your time. You're not saying you're doing this quickly. So,
Good.
Yep. All right. Yeah, you silently creep up, take out your blade. Just out of interest. Oof. They don't seem no one on the above floor seems to notice what you're up to, and you manage to sneak that that ladder away.
Alright. Would one say that legs of a tower are helpless? Just
How do you
as
mean?
an aside.
Sorry?
Well, you automatically crit helpless target.
So, say again. I'm not
You
picking up
are-
what you're trying to say. Sorry.
Well, when you're attacking a helpless target, you automatically deal crit damage, right?
Oh right. Okay. No.
It sounds like you're kind of making up the rules.
No. This is. It's. I mean, I can only go from my experience, and no.
No.
I would say you would be swinging to hit and swinging damage.
Sure.
Well, I mean, if you read your Hue Axe, it says the Spattle Axe deals maximum damage when the wielder hits a plant, creature, or object made of wood.
Yeah.
So you don't need to jump through
Well, no,
hoops.
he's trying to
The
get.
axe literally does
No,
that.
I want
You're
crit
trying
damage. I
trying to
want
get
crit.
crits. He's trying to double that. Is what he's trying to do. No, I would give you max damage, but you'd have to roll to hit.
I'm doing it.
You're gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay. So, which one are you going to go for first? Which corner?
I'm going to go for the corner here, closest to the cliff edge,
Alrighty.
so that when I chop it, hopefully just falls off the cliff. I'm going to chop it
Right.
like you chop a tree, so you do the little wedge, and then off, so
Okay.
that it doesn't just...
Right. Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh,
Okay.
before he does this,
Well, you guys
Before
don't
he
see
tre-
what he's doing. He's invisible,
No.
and he's miles away.
yeah,
But we can do things while he's
Yeah.
doing
I mean,
it.
if you
Yeah.
guys, I asked. Yeah. No. To be fair,
I just
yeah,
want
I
to
asked.
ask the guy I'm very close to.
This
a
is
quick
now.
question.
We'll
That's
say,
it.
We'll say that this is now maybe 10 minutes after Wadwick has been left alone on the cross there. Anyone doing anything in that 10 minutes?
Yes, I just want to ask the guy below, well, next to me, the human,
Right. Yep.
over here.
Yep.
If he knows where the prisoners will be executed, is it at the crosses? Is it somewhere else? Has there been executions around here before?
Oh yeah. They kill them there and then they drag them in as meat to be fed.
Okay. Fuck.
Just had a side idea.
Alrighty.
A whisper to Shedindi to attempt to make a bit of a ruckus to maybe try and draw these guys' attention, but nothing too wild.
You
Not the
put
fireball ruckus.
You put your finger to your earring and try and send that message, and you can tell it finds no target. You're too far
Oh,
away.
is it too far? Okay.
It's the message spell, so it's 100 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yes, it very much is. Yeah, fuck it. Do I have advantage at attacking this inanimate object?
Yeah, sure. You can take your time. You're invisible at this moment. Right. And what was the damage on that axe again?
So two-handed, so D10, so it'd be 11 damage.
Right. You just take a bit of time to eye yourself up and bring the axe through to the southwesterly most post on this guard tower. It cleaves through unnaturally easily. You can tell that this... Hang on. Are you attuned to this?
It doesn't require attunement, I don't believe.
I
did in
think
the
it
last
will
campaign,
do.
sadly.
I'm afraid. Yeah, it's a weapon. It's a magical weapon.
No, it's a +1 battle axe. It doesn't require attunement.
It's a magical weapon. It's gonna be...
Magical weapons don't require attunement.
Yeah, they do.
Most don't.
It has to. Well, honestly, it usually says that it requires.
Yeah,
attunement on
usually,
it.
but that isn't the actual
No.
thing. So let me just quickly
No.
go back to the Lost Mines and look for.
You
Some
had
do,
you had
most
me
don't.
attuned to it when we walked back from Thunder 3 Village,
+1 battle action. Maximum damage.
but yeah,
I mean, tuning doesn't take very long anyway, so.
It takes a
an
short.
hour.
It takes a short rest.
Is it?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Otherwise, you can quickly chop and change your magic items all the time, and it's meant to be
Yeah, well, some of the more powerful ones are, but I mean, in general, like some very powerful magic weapons do, but +1 ones generally.
My talon never required attunement, but
Oh, no. Well, fair enough. I'm not finding anything that says it needs attunement. Yeah, right. Okay, so you bring it through. It cuts through very easily up to a point. You've got about an inch left
Nice.
to get through
Well,
this first one. But just as that happens, then, just 1 second.
I made my second attack with the action and crit, so.
All right. Well, just while that first attack
Yeah,
hits. Righty. As you make that strike, you hear from above one guard go, "Huh?
What was that noise?
That's fine.
Where are you standing? Are you underneath to try and block view?"
No, I'm not underneath it. No.
You're not underneath? All right. So...
I'm kind of like not directly underneath. I'll be like right next. If they look down, they can probably see me if they look right.
Yeah. Yeah. The one guard looks over and sees. I mean, it's dark. He can't see too easily what's going on, but he shouts, "Hey, who goes there?"
Just hit it again.
You hit it again. Alrighty. And yeah, with a 24. Yeah. Straight
Yeah,
through this
so
final
that'd
one.
be
The
21 damage.
from about 2 feet up, the blow knocks the bottom part of this trunk forward a few inches. It's still sort of your axe has gone through and left them sort of sitting in a bit of a precarious position there.
I will run to the next one.
Alrighty. He's going to launch at disadvantage a spear. 9 to hit. So misses you. You duck in underneath towards another leg. And which one are you going for now?
The other one next to the cliff.
Alrighty. So roll to hit. Yeah, definitely a hit.
And the second attack will be 23.
All right, and similarly, crack straight through again, hitting that precarious position. Like the bottom is sticking there, and the main bit is sticking there, and it's you can tell it's not very safe. The guards all run to the noise from the other side of the. So you went. You said you
So
went.
they shift a lot of weight to the front.
Yeah, they all run this way, and it's with that you hear this crack from this back right leg as the whole tower twists and starts to creak and fall down the cliff.
So,
Nice. I imagine this makes a lot of noise.
Oh yeah, you've got the
How
whole
is the
tower.
crowd around me reacting?
The so around you, I mean, this is quite a long way. You've got this group here will hear it. Probably some of these. I mean, they're all going to see this guard tower fall down. So yeah, and these guards will take. So they've gone 15, and yeah, as the whole guard tower twists and tumbles, it ends up with the hut facing down, and then swinging precariously for a second before it tumbles and falls down to the bottom of the cliff there. The guards all take.
What about the people at the bottom of the cliff? Do they get...
They're a little bit far away. They'll see it, but. Oh wow!
it's like 40 feet from the bottom.
That's some good gravity rolls. Right, we'll go. And what were these guys? Oh yeah, you look down at this pile of rubble at the bottom of the cliff, and you see no movement. Righty. That alerts a lot.
I drink another potion.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay. While this is happening, is anyone else doing anything?
Actually,
I'm gonna do my Mr. Step, drink potion, and sneak away.
good
You're
time
going
to
to
be
use
doing
that moment
then.
to do that. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Just roll me a stealth check to see how stealthily you manage to misty step away and then drink the potion full.
Nice.
I shout
Right.
out, Misty Step! And then
So excited. You just, yeah.
So as you shout, "Misty Step!" the elf looks up to you, goes, "Huh?" and then just sees you disappear, and then appear 15 feet. In fact, which way do you Misty Step?
it's 30 feet, isn't it?
30 feet. Which
Yeah,
way?
30 feet.
Which way are you going?
Just a second. So it counts my costs.
So you're going that way,
Uh,
right? Okay. So yeah.
Yeah,
This is
I-
me doing it, trying to see
Oh,
a
right. Okay.
yeah,
radius.
around there,
Okay. And then you
and then
drink the
chug the potion and
All right.
continue.
Okay. So the this group. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer now, aren't I? I am. Right. So this group here are going to move up. They start pouring through everything, and then this group start to run up, coming round the. Oh, moved you that. Sorry.
This group
Heading
here,
towards.
can I sort of get them to sort of start running and do a sort of run with them and then stop and
Yeah, I
sneak?
mean these ones saw the certainly saw the commotion. Let's move them that way. Yeah, you can sort of run that way towards,
Run that way, and then
then
behind
go
the sort of tent, I'll
and
sort
just
of
start hold
sort of-
that. Yep.
When
Okay.
fall
when
back
these
and
guys
sort
start
of behind
running,
this tent.
when these
Right.
guys start running, I'm gonna keep up and just go, whoa, oh yeah, fantastic fighting, yay!
Where's the
Make
ladder to get
make a
up here?
deception check, Tim.
This is the you're gonna regret this because wait, oh yeah, there we. Oh, for fuck's
They-
sake! Why
they-
did?
They don't pay any attention to you, but you don't seem to spur them on or anything. But they're running towards.
Well, that wasn't my
this,
intention.
this tumble down. In fact, let's draw that this tumble down thing happened here, that way.
Worst thing is, I got an 18 on roll 20 from the digital dice there. This is
Where's-
bullshit.
doesn't count. Sorry.
Where's
No, I
the
know.
ladder?
Alrighty. Right. So let's just roll this through in a sort of pseudo turn order. So Geralt's done something, Hannibal's done something, Tentura's done something, Waterwick's done something. Selendi, would you do anything at this moment?
Well, let's see. It's a bit of commotion. Something happened, and the guard tower slid down, I believe.
Yep. And there's a
Well,
lot of
accidents
commotion looking
happen.
over at it. Yeah, okay.
This camp seems very accident prone.
She puts on a high vis and a clipboard.
Health and safety, health and safety!
Health and safety.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh.
What is happening with the guys, up at the camps? What are they doing? Are they just sticking around there, or just...
You mean these camps up here? Oh, I'm on
Yeah.
the wrong thing. Yeah, they're just sort of staying there. They're all sort of coming to an edge. I just don't want to move them all. They're all sort of coming to the edge of their sort of boundaries, looking confused, worried. They've all got weapons at the ready just in case something else is going to kick off. Because that we'll say that tower went down less than half an hour after the fireball went off. So yeah, everyone's super alert and is off searching for things.
Can I don't know, start a rumor about that maybe this camp is cursed or something along those lines?
Sure. To whom?
I don't know.
Which group are you gonna go
who
over
seems
to?
like I kind of want to pick a good gossip.
Right. I mean, you've got kobolds and cultists all in. I mean, they're all a few hundred feet from you, to be fair, actually, where you are at the moment. So you could use your movement to head over to them and start talking to them if you like.
Yeah. I mean, let's go to a bunch of cultists. Like these guys over here. They
Alright.
seem nice.
And you start
And
sowing some.
start up a conversation and then slowly go like, wow, like lots of accidents. Is that normal here? That didn't happen before. Did we pick up something?
Make a persuade. Oh, this is right on the line of deception and persuasion. Deception.
Persuasion. Okay. Let's see. I really want my dice to roll a little bit
Aw.
better, but lately
Yep.
they have been like
They
giving me the finger.
Bring out the
they
physical ones.
look you over, these three cultists that were here, and say, "Where are you from again?"
Me? Well, I'm new. Like I joined right before the raid.
So you were there for the raid. What was your
Yeah.
favourite part of Greenest?
Oh sheesh. Well, I peeped by the mill quickly, and basically I give him a few locations of Greenest that I've actually seen, but also there was I think the favorite part must have been the chapel with those idiots inside.
So not the dragon flying around.
Well, of course the dragon was absolutely magnificent. Hello, that doesn't even compare, but you asked about Greenest, not the freaking dragon.
They seem
Come
placated
on.
but guarded. All right, Herrick. Anything you're doing whilst this chaos is going down?
Probably just trying to keep my
Your what? You cut out.
Cool.
as a
We're missing like the last
then-
word of everything you say, so it's always like the key word. You want to keep your.
I'm doing this also.
Oh, is he typing it? I do.
I rolled that.
I'm just trying to maintain my fucking.
Again. He maintains
Time
his.
to maintain my happiness, serenity now.
One of our officers in our classic guild has exactly the same issue. He always loses the last word from a sentence. It's like we have no idea what you're talking about. You've got a load of describing words.
It's really
but no actual
the DM who's running Curse of Strahd has the same problem. It's something to do with certain microphones in Discord. Discord just cuts you off, man.
Discord has a delay on how soon it cuts off your microphone from when you release the button, and sometimes that's just it doesn't line up with your microphone.
Yeah, this guy uses voice activity automatically, but it still manages to miss. Anyway,
It also has to do with
right,
the
so-
sensitivity setting, by the way.
while Torva's reconnecting, then all these troops start moving over. They'll move over about that far. I'm moving you as Tempora as well because I missed. They move that far. These 4 bandits run up and start climbing up. They're gonna. Alrighty. Warwick, what are you doing now you've chugged your invisibility potion? You hear in the background of this commotion and the huge crash down the cliff. The elf go, "Friend, I'm serious, I'll pay you well," as you're going further off into the distance. Anything you doing?
I just missed a step here and then I moved 30 feet
Alright,
here.
so you're just booking it.
Yeah, that was my last turn and then I continue between the...
You continue that way, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Righto. Anyone else on this fresh round, we'll call it here?
So, is this where the ladder is?
There's so these guys are coming up. You could assume that they're climbing a ladder at the moment.
Okay, I'm going to run over there.
Alrighty.
So I'm going to get to the top of there, and I'm going to wait till they're on the ladder, as many of them are on the ladder as possible.
Alright. Well, so as you look over the edge, just a little invisible. Excuse me. As you look over the edge, invisible, you can see that one of them is actually very close to the top. A more athletic-looking dwarf, just powering up that ladder. The other 3 are lagging a bit. They haven't been as good as with the calisthenics, and one of them has only really just got on the ladder. But all 4 of them are on the ladder currently.
How is it attached?
It looks like huge stakes that have been hewn from some massive piece of wood that have been hammered heavily into the 2, one each side, and then it's like a rolled up ladder that's been dropped down the cliff.
So the ladder itself is just made of rope.
Rope and wood timbers between.
I will cut the rope.
Alrighty, what are you cutting it with?
A knife.
Axe.
I'll just get a knife and.
Righto. I would say that would break your invisibility, just so you know.
Yeah, fuck
Right.
it.
Okay, so you quickly slick, and you hear this. Whoa! Crunch, 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 as these 4 dwarves fall. So we've got a bit of a mix here. Right. Okay.
These ones up here are just all the ones that got fireballed.
Yeah, they shouldn't be there. I need to delete them. I'll just delete them. That was just getting rid of shit. Let's get rid of them and them. So that one, and you peek over and you can see 2 look to be unconscious and 2 look to be nursing broken ankles and things like that.
Good. Cool. I guess that'll be me for the turn. Feels like a turn's worth.
Alrighty. Does anyone speak Draconic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really? Alrighty. Roll me a perception check. The 2 who speak Draconic.
Perception.
Perception.
The
Me too, or what? I mean,
Yeah, if you speak Draconic.
I do.
You've done performance, but it's fine. Right. They're a bit too far away. You guys hear one of the half dragons shouting and snapping and snarling, but you can't tell what he's saying. Alrighty. Anyone else on this fresh round doing anything?
Yeah. I mean, I did go, yeah, let's kill them all, and, well, didn't really work. Since everyone has kind of run away from the people on the crosses.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see
let me
that...
move some of these around again. So
what are these guys doing over here?
These are all staying. These are all heading this way to look through the pile of rubble and work out what's going on. Sorry,
Yeah.
you there. These guys are standing ground. These ones down here. They're spreading out and they're looking and they're trying to catch a view. You know, they're not all standing regimented. They're all over the place.
I'm thinking, could I just possibly get over to the crosses and untie some people? Possibly?
You could certainly try if you wanted to.
Yeah,
you're
I mean,
not too far away. You, in fact, make me perception check.
Perception. Oh, that's... Oh, give me a second. I need to get Nevermore up.
Are you using Nevermore for perception at the moment?
He's always my perception, as long as he's on my shoulder.
Yeah, easy to see. Your friend that was dragged to the cross disappeared, and the hoops that were holding his wrists are now dangling and waving in the breeze.
At least he's safe. Now we need to get the others safe.
So yeah, you've got
except
about
for my dwarven friend.
You've got about 8 people up on these crosses.
I'm not going to be able to save them all, but at least I'm going to be able to save a few of them, or at least get them down.
So you're going to...
How high is the wall behind us, down to the hole?
Ooh, good point. I seem to think it was like 200 feet, but let me just double check that. 2 seconds. Oh, who closed Adobe?
Was it you?
Well...
You're the only one there.
Well, you know... It's much more fun.
No, it was me.
It's always more fun to blame your wife.
Yeah.
I did see her come in.
She did, but that was just to bring me wine. 150 feet from the lowest level to the highest level. So that part there would be...
Discord has just gone.
My Discord's gone.
No,
I had a weird...
Torva complained about the voice, so I changed the region to Russia instead of Europe.
Oh, right, okay. I can't hear... Torva's muted, though.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, yeah, 150 feet.
Yeah, I won't be able to spirit them up that way in any way. But
So you're going to make a movement over there using your movement
Yeah.
and action
I'll
to
use
move, yeah?
double movement and every movement, all I have pretty much to get over there.
Right. Are you trying to? Are you just running? Are you just booking it?
From the moment the big crash happened, I'd run into the tents more.
Oh, so you're trying to run towards the tent and then sort of
Some-
curve around, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
through here
Yeah.
and then.
Okay, so in those
Over
couple of
there.
moves, you could maybe make it to about here in that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, Wardwick, you see Hannibal dash towards the tents as you're blinking away, as you're misty stepping away, and he looks like he's sort of making his way towards where you were. Alrighty.
As Tin's going over there, I see him running over. Obviously, he has some sort of idea, something to do with the crosses. I'm going to, although he's not here, go over to Torva and point out what he's doing and say to him, watch these guys over here. We should probably run interference on them if they start going after Hannibal.
Right. Okay. Good to know.
Obviously, Torva isn't here, but we'll pretend like he agrees with the plan.
He probably would. I mean, you met only days before.
Yeah. But of the whole group of us, me and Torva have the most history by about 30 minutes.
That's true. It's true. Alrighty. Okie dokie. I realised that I
might have-
water in here. Oh, there we are. Yep. Go, Chilendi.
I might have an idea. So, these guys were at the raid apparently. I'm thinking, let's take this a little darker because the mood is kind of getting a bit eerie. I'm going to go like, hey, so you guys heard about the guys at the chapel? Turned up a lot of charred corpses. You think that wizard was responsible?
Make a. You're trying to coax them into conversation. They're already guarded.
No, I don't want them. I want them angry.
You're trying to. Oh, you're trying to anger them.
Yeah. No, I don't at me, but at someone else, obviously.
Right.
I kind of want them to. I want to see if I can get them to the point where they might want their pound of flesh from Warwick.
Oh right. Okay. Then that's going to be persuasion. So, but they're already pretty closed down to you. Oh shit!
Yeah,
Alice,
no, that's
hang on,
fine.
my wife's listening to music really loud. Can I have some water? Sorry, I walked in there and then she's listening to music that's too loud. Right, make me a persuasion check with disadvantage because they're already closed down to you. They weren't too happy with your previous
Okay.
exchange.
Let's see. How can I set the disadvantage advantage
Just
thing?
roll twice and we'll
Okay.
take the lowest.
And it'll roll with
Let's
disadvantage.
see.
Thank you.
I mean, come on. That's the second one.
Feels bad, man.
They
That feels bad. Yeah.
they're
guys-
close to you. They're getting a little suspicious now.
Hold on a second. We're gonna.
I mean, it's not even a lie, and honestly, my rolls have been so crap lately. It's a little annoying. Yeah.
Hold
well.
on. We're all gonna disconnect for a moment.
Oh right, hang on. We're trying to get Torva back online.
I'm trying to get Torva back online for us.
I'm fine. No, I was just waiting for it.
We're in Russia now.
I can hear you, Torva.
You're out of Russia.
Yes, this is Russia now.
Say something
Rush.
now,
I hope
Torva.
you're
'cause
all happy of it, but this is
Right.
a Russian D&D. Putin wins, always.
everyone shut up and listen to Torva for a second.
I was just waiting for a gap in conversation. Let me find for a few minutes.
It goes so muffled and mumbled towards the end of your
Yeah.
sentences,
Yeah.
Torva.
The first few words are
Have you
great.
taken
Yeah.
your face mask off?
Yeah.
Your Bane mask.
Torva, you just have to talk in very short sentences all the
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
There we go. He's got it.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yes and no only.
Alrighty. Okay. It is at this point that a number of the more well-equipped guards down on the bottom level, appearing to respond from whatever draconic order was given, release a volley of arrows towards this level here. They are trying to hit you, Geralt, but they are rolling with disadvantage, and you have a +4 to your AC because they cannot see you, and you are bloody miles away, mate. So that was a 12 to hit, a 17 to hit. Don't think that'll hit you with AC boost, will it? And another 18. No, they don't manage to hit you, but you see arrows sort of landing on the level that you are at, near you.
Is there anything that I can like just hold, like any bits of rubble or any of their shields or anything like that?
Oh, like on this level, what you could...
Yeah.
Not really. No, everything's gone with them. You know, they didn't drop stuff over the edges as it was going over. They've held on, and then they've gone with it. There's very little. You're on a sort of... You're now just on a little ledge on a cliff. With obviously no way up and no way down. But anyway.
Isn't the rope ladder that was here still there?
Yeah, is there a second ladder?
The ladder you went up on?
The ladder you went up, there was one here, yes. I should draw that as well. So there's this one here. But it's obviously very visible to the camp.
Yeah.
And you are not currently visible. Invisible.
No. I will. There's no ladder here anymore. Is that the only other ladder?
Make a perception check.
I'm bad at that.
You keep asking these questions,
Well,
knowing you're bad at perception.
It's the only other ladder you've seen. You haven't seen. You haven't particularly investigated right over in the corner yet, or anything like that. But those were the two ladders that you had assumed were in use for this, and would seem to be ample.
No.
Right.
How high is this cliff?
So would say that you're on a 100-foot cliff there, and you've got maybe about another 50 feet to go up to get to the very top level if you were trying to go up.
Okay, that's fine. If I I'm gonna just quickly dash over here and look down. Does it look like anyone's coming towards this cliff, or are they just shooting at?
It looks like they are confused. They're looking through the rubble, and the few veterans are notching more arrows just to have some wild pot shots on the level that you are at. You would assume.
Well, I'm gonna fucking shoot them back. I have had this bow since the very start and never used it.
Are we going into actual initiative now? Well, we'll keep on rolling it party, then guard, because otherwise there's too many.
It's fine. I'm basically just gonna try and piss them off to entice them to come up here.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna come to the edge, shoot, then just duck away from the edge, basically.
Alrighty. Which one are you aiming at? One of the ones that's firing at you?
Yeah, just anyone that looks less armoured.
Oh, looks less armoured. It would be.
I don't care whether they're shooting at me. I just want to start shooting people.
All right. Then it would be the kobolds and the cultists. Everyone else looks fairly well armoured.
The ones shooting me were heavily armoured. Yeah.
They're in full plate. It looks like they are the more senior guards of the area.
I ain't bothering shooting them. Yeah, I'll just shoot some of these cultists then.
Sorry, splint armor.
That's not too bad.
That's only an 18. Easy.
Splint armor should only be 60.
Oh, is it 16 on split?
They've
Oh,
not
might
got
be.
shields because they're holding bows. So maybe. Yeah, fuck it, I'll shoot one of them.
So as you come over the edge and look down, you see they are actually, they're holding heavy crossbows. But yeah, so you're going to fire at one of them?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm
roll to attack.
Gonna roll with advantage, but not actually, just so it rolls.
But it's just the first one, right? 12. I'm afraid that's a miss.
Beautiful. She misses.
So
Um,
it's the first aggressive attack you've made at the group lower down, and the arrow lands next to the boot of one of these veterans, who looks up, spies you, and is notching another bolt ready.
yeah, I'll back away.
Alrighty.
Row.
Anyone else want to do anything this round?
Yes, I want to keep going for the guys on the
Okay,
crosses.
so yeah, you're heading back. You're heading further over towards. You make your way, unless Warwick wants to intercede in Hannibal's movement. Or should I ask? Just
No.
as he goes through, right? Okay.
I
then-
will just, when I see him, start following him, just whisper low to him that I'm behind him, so he knows.
All right. So yeah, you hear that easily enough, Hannibal.
Okay.
Do you continue?
Yeah, I'll keep going.
So
These
you head
guys
over
need to be
the.
saved.
You've got the 7, what looks to be unconscious villagers on the crosses, and this one dark elf, gentleman, dark-skinned elf, tanned-skinned, not like drow skinned, who sort of looks up, can tell that there's movement here, but can't really see through that. He's blinking blood out of his eyes. He's looking fucked up.
Is he the worst of them, or
He actually,
are
well,
they
he
all
looks
in
like
that
he's.
state?
They're all in that state, but he's the only one who's conscious.
Ah, fuck.
They're all.
If he's
They
the only
all
one
look.
conscious.
They all look bloody and ruined, but he is. He's at least Copus Mentis. He can tell that something is walking towards him, and actually, as you walk up towards him, in fact, well, you're in plate, so it's very noticeable. Cling, clung, cling, clung, cling, clung, and he goes, "Who goes there? Friend or foe?"
Friend.
And
I
you
whisper.
can see you see his head go up at that. Are you with the fireballer?
I'm here as well. I say
Yes, I
All
heard
right.
him.
just loud enough to him
All right.
so he can hear.
Please
Who's?
get me out of here. I will pay you so well.
I don't need money, but who's with you on these crosses?
Oh, these are poor villagers they brought in from Greenest. I was the only one here 10 hours ago.
Fuck. Can I easily cut him down, or?
He's in manacles. You would need to... although the manacles are held up with ropes. So, yeah, I mean, you could use an action to cut him down without too much issue.
Yeah, action. God damn it. I was thinking lay on handsing him and then action to cut him, but that won't... then cut him, but that won't work at all. Why are we in action movement? Fuck it. I'll cut him down first.
Okay, so you cut the elf down.
Yeah.
You lift him,
here.
You lift him down. He's incredibly light. He's almost like, he's like, this doesn't make sense. He's weirdly light. But yeah, you let him down. He's severely hurt and leans on you, and then sort of sits on the ground. Anytime you're not holding him up, he's sitting down.
Yeah. That's as far as I'm gonna go this
All right.
round,
Yep,
I
that sounds
think.
about right. Warwick,
yep.
would you do anything while you were following Hannibal?
I would just say to Hannibal and to the guy just short what he had said about the eggs and so on inside the...
Right, as much as you could fit into 6 seconds. Okay, cool.
Yeah, just-
Shalendi, would you do anything at this moment?
Well, I'm sitting at the campfire. I'm probably just kicking.
You're
dirt,
just sort of keeping an eye out from afar, right?
Yeah, like I mean, obviously these guys don't trust me. I mean, I'm not going to do something that is going to be super suspicious.
Mhm.
Just
Yep.
normal behavior.
Nope. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So you stay over there. Okay. Herrick Creed. Anything you would like to do in this round?
I don't think so. No.
You're just sort of holding, keeping an eye out, but no actual
Yeah.
actions. And Tonitura.
Do I see the group that I'm keeping an eye on notice Hannibal and Warwick?
So
Or...
you're looking that way. You make a perception check.
Look at his eyes. They're laser eyes. He sees everything.
Do you have dark vision?
I don't know.
I mean, there are campfires, so it's not
nothing.
like it's pitch black here, but
I
Yeah.
assume there's some sort of lighting.
yeah, there's fires around.
Perception. Let's get the right one this time.
The figures are where they always were. They haven't moved. Take from that what you will. But
Sure.
you're struggling to see their faces through the smoke and the flickering light from the campfires. Alrighty, these now another. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 veterans with crossbows are firing. You're completely out, so they're having to fire up to try and land down on you, Geralt. You got a miss, 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 and a miss. Basically, would have taken a natural 20 to hit you. So you've got bolts landing around you, and you see, in fact, hang on. That would have been. Oh balls! Am I giving shit away because I'm painting things pink instead of actually clicking on things? Oh, thank you, sir.
No idea.
Alright.
I don't see any weird pinkness.
Alright.
But then
It's more of a purple anyway.
Yeah, Herrick, Tonitura, Wadwick, and Hannibal roll me perceptions.
Oh, right. That's Nevermore.
13?
God. Nevermore, you let me down time and time again.
Tonitura, you're the only one who notices the purple-clad female with dark hair exit the tent around here, and then dash over to into the darkness, out of sight. Around there, you lose sight.
Okay. I'm going to point that out to Eric.
Okay, cool. Should we just take a quick 5-minute break here, and I'll go and talk to my wife briefly and meet back?
Sure.
Alright,
Sure.
catch you soon. In a bit.
I'm gonna need to fight everyone on the way out, aren't I? To save this elfy guy.
Well, I think we're getting to the point where we might actually have to fight people.
Yeah, well, that's
For
kind of what I was looking for anyway.
2 weeks we spent trying not to fight these people, and we're just going to end up fighting them anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna end up fighting. It's a good thing they're very easy to fight.
Yeah, we've picked off a bunch of them though, so I suppose that's...
I mean, we still have one more fireball, I think, so... That said, I don't know how the hell I'm gonna cut down the rest of the villagers hanging up there.
Yeah, I assume the rest of the villagers are mostly unconscious.
Yeah, but I need to save them.
Saving unconscious people seems like an uphill struggle though.
Yeah. But... I'm a goddamn paladin.
You're like an evil paladin though.
Yeah, I am an evil paladin. I'm an Oath of Vengeance paladin, but still, that's still a good paladin, technically.
Thought you were mostly non-good. Like, doesn't need to be evil.
No, I'm not evil. It's... I'm
Evil? I'm just kind of a bad guy.
I'm just mostly here for my own reasons.
That's fine. Aren't
Yeah.
all of us?
In it for myself.
To be honest, yeah, if I look into the oath I took as an Oath of Vengeance paladin, there's nothing that technically says I have to save people.
Can
But-
you preemptively murder people though? Like, you're taking
Yes,
your
no
revenge in
problems at all.
advance?
I have no problems with preemptively murdering people.
Look, I'm thinking
You can
maybe we
save
should.
them by releasing them from this mortal coil.
Oh, you mean like that? Oh, no, no, no. I feel tremendous empathy for all who suffers. That kind of...
Well, maybe we should sneak into the cave and, try
I
to
want to
murder.
go into the cave. That's the only thing I wanted to
Need to get
do
into the
since you got
goddamn
here.
cave.
Yeah, that cave is the only reason I'm here. I don't give a shit
No.
about Elfie Boy.
Done pissing about out here.
Honestly,
Get
I'm
into the
fine
goddamn
with
cave.
I'm fine with dropping off Elfie Boy somewhere. I mean,
No, Elfie Boy is my... he's my meal ticket for my magic items with that amount of gold he's offering.
Yeah,
true,
he's
not just
offering,
yours.
Mm.
He's offering a lot of gold.
And he's probably related to an organization that goes against the spider dudes and
Or
dragon guys.
dragon dudes.
Spiders and dragons together.
Dragon spiders.
Yeah, the dragon spiders.
Mother of God.
But it might be worth just, going into the cave, stabbing everything that's inside, and then.
I'm
Coming back.
thinking, though,
Mhm.
no matter what we do, I mean, say I grab Elfie Boy and try to run out of this camp. Won't happen. Too many people. That's just the reality of it, pretty much.
Yeah.
Grabbing Elfie Boy, going into the cavern. Hopefully that one isn't too big and isn't filled with elite soldiers, and we can kind of make our stand in there. So much easier taking them down one by one than 100 at a time.
This is just meta thinking here.
Yeah.
Wodrick, you know that there might be dragons in the cave. And we're trying to hatch black ones.
They
That's just
think
acid,
think-
though. I can take acid. That's no problem.
he thought it was black.
No comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
At least that's what he thought they were doing. So if we can get into the cave, murder the dragons, and look if there's a way out on the other side of the cave. It doesn't need to be a
Oh.
dead end.
No, that's true. Problem is that it's quickly becoming night as well. I can't send off Nevermore now. If I do, I drop my night vision.
It's pretty much night now, isn't it?
It's 10 p.m., so
I
yeah.
need to get night vision.
I love Nevermore. He gives me everything I'm missing out on as a human. Also, he's very sexy.
It's a raven.
Yeah, I mean, he's a raven. I mean, come on, ravens are cool.
That's so Raven.
So raven. If you guys can help me cut down the people and we bum rush the cave, I think we got a chance of ruining everything Saf has planned for us.
Maybe.
Did he take his headset off?
No, he's listening from that room. I know he is. Hey, Saf.
Kind of depends.
I'm just thinking because I won't be able to carry Elfie Boy out of here. And no, I don't have anything stealthy. That's not me.
Yeah.
Only way out is by pure intimidation, persuasion, or just kicking the ass out of shit.
Welcome back, Seth.
Hello. Sorry about that.
Welcome back. Have you heard our metagame talking?
No.
Oh,
I didn't have my headphones on.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah!
I left my
We can
headphones
still
in here.
surprise him and ruin all his plans.
All right. Yeah, please do. Right. Where did we leave off in this clusterfuck? Right. You made. All right. So yeah, only Tony Torres saw the Purple Road Woman seem to make an exit from that tent and then disappear into the darkness.
And I've informed Eric of this.
All right. Okay. The guards have gone. There's not a huge amount the rest of the camp can do, but actually, there is something. One of these heads over there, and one of these dragons heads over there.
Wonderful.
Everyone's sort of like taking a moment, trying to work out what's going on. Not too sure what's going on. Only a few guards armed with heavy crossbows seem to really be firing on anything, and it seems to be pot shot. What would you guys like to do this round? Speak up.
Right.
No one wants to do anything, right?
Well, let's start then. I think I'll leave these guys because obviously,
They give you a look as you go by. You're like they weren't happy with you being around.
I know
what
what
are they
I'm doing.
ogling me now? Well, fine.
Yeah, they're checking your
I'll
bum as
flip-
you walk past.
Okay, in that case, I'll flip them off and go away.
All right.
Like, you're being assholes about this. Fine. Goodbye. Let's see. How much can I move?
So you could, if you're moving as your action, you could move 60 feet, I think.
Yeah. Then I'll move about there-ish.
Okay.
Slowly making my way.
Heading towards your friends.
Maybe to this lower group first.
Okay. Righto.
To get closer to whatever's going on here.
Righto.
Because that's where most of the others of my party seem to be.
Who next?
I am going to kind of start making my way towards the ladder as well.
Alrighty.
I'm going to come to the edge, shoot, and then duck back.
Who
Just
would
far
you,
enough
who
away
would you
from
like
the
to
edge.
shoot at?
I am just going to shoot some cultists this time.
Alrighty. So you're aiming sort of at one of these ones down here.
Yeah.
Righto. Roll for attack.
Wow.
Yeah.
Destined to
Although
just get
that
12.
just hits.
Wow.
So, nice.
10 piercing damage. Yeah, you kill one cultist who falls to his knees, sort of wasn't even paying attention, was just facing away from the cliff, keeping an eye out on the other side of the camp, and then just flop down.
What are we all doing
and all
over
the
here, guys?
all the others around him take a
Oh.
sudden step back, like, oh, what was that? And then you're saying you're stepping away from the edge again, yeah?
I'll get 2 attacks. I'm also imbuing my longbow, so it does the cold damage. So
Alright.
with the second attack, I'll just shoot another one as well.
Alrighty.
Boom.
Oh, yeah, that'll definitely hit. So another cultist, yeah?
And 3 more cold damage, so 9 damage.
Alrighty. Is imbuing a bonus action?
Yes.
Right, okay. Yeah, that and another one goes down. The frost damage crackling down his neck as he goes down. Nice hits.
Yep, and then back away from the edge so they can't quite see me.
Alrighty.
All the while making my way towards this ladder.
Okay, right. Anyone else?
Yes. I mean, I figure if we pick up at least Elfie Boy here, they'll leave the villagers alone for the moment since we're kind of wreaking havoc. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
pick up. I'm gonna pick up Elfie Boy since he
Oh.
was oddly light
Okay.
and make a run for the cave.
Running towards the cave with him.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
But as I run with him, I'm
Uh-huh.
not gonna use any dash action.
Right.
I want to use Divine Sense again on him.
Oh, right. Okie dokie. You're not getting a funk of evil from him at all.
Good. That's kind of what I want.
But you can only move 20 feet, so you would be about there with him on you.
Yeah.
Right?
I
Alright.
follow behind him still. Stealth.
Right, shall I allow it? It's a bit clunky with the
Can I
distance
just make
there,
a
but-
quick announcement to my dwarven friend if he's still under my charming thing?
Oh,
I don't know how
right,
long-
yeah. Yeah, no, he's
Yes.
still there. It's
Yeah.
you got about 15 minutes left on that, actually.
Oh, nice. Stay safe, friend. I'm coming back for you. Which I won't.
He
be.
looks at you, go, give me the torch back. So you're heading towards. You two are heading towards that cave, that mouth cave.
Yeah.
Cave mouth. There we go.
Honestly, it's the safest spot right now.
I kind of want to give him a torch now, but just to hold that. on the path.
Do that.
across.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
I take one of my torches and hand it up to him.
I mean, his hands are like stapled. Well, his wrists are stapled to the cross.
He
He's
just
like,
places it in his hand.
give me the give me it. Right.
He places it in his hand.
God, I see them heading towards the cave mouth, and I want to somehow stop them from going over there because the purple woman went over there.
Oh,
I'll
How
kill
do I
him.
signal to you without raising alarm? Shit. Let's have a look. How far does the spell go?
So what are you apart? You're about 200 feet apart.
It's only 30-foot range. Oh, god damn.
Don't
God.
worry, I can easily kill her.
Yeah, but you don't know she's there.
No.
So you probably can't kill her if she kills you first.
She
Harry,
will never
go
hit
fast,
me. I'm
right?
invincible.
Pretty damn fast.
You might want to try and stop them from going over there. Pretend to be a cultist or something, and go as if you're trying to stop them from escaping. You did that really well the first time.
He can't even get close to me.
I
It's,
can't even get that close. That's as close as I can get.
Fucking huge distances.
yeah, these huge distances is really fucking everything up that you used to be able to do.
But I can, at the very least, I can start making my way.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Mina-
I'll trail along. But
You're
I'm not
trailing
as-
along. Shalenda, are you continuing down that way?
Yeah, definitely.
Okie dokie. Righto. It's then this group's turn. This veteran makes it halfway. This half dragon makes it to the bottom of the steps, the rope ladder, and the other 3 veterans are going to launch. They're going to miss. You're out of sight again, aren't you? They miss. And they miss. You see another bolt, bolt, bolt landing around you, Geralt, but a decent way away. They're nowhere near working out quite where you keep on disappearing to. Other than just lots of confused mumbling and whispering amongst the groups, no other major movement, it seems. These few are coming over to help those bandits there. These 2 are trying to sort of flank around to try and get a better view, perhaps, of you. But yeah. Alrighty. Next round. What would the party like to do?
Kill some more, Geralt.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. How far up the ladder are these 2 now? Is it-
The half dragon hasn't actually got on the. Well, you would have to get to the edge to have a look. But if you do
Oh,
that,
yeah.
you would see that the veteran is maybe 15 feet up the ladder. The half dragon hasn't even really got on the ladder yet.
Okay. So they've got a ways to go, yeah. Because this is what, 100-foot cliff?
Roughly 100 foot, yeah.
So I've got another round at least. Right, yeah, we'll poke my head over the edge. Let's take a shot at. You know what? Let's have another crack at one of these armored guys.
What, the one who's like the ones who are using the heavy crossbows?
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's have a quick. Let me get the
Boom.
veteran. Let me get the veteran up. Here we go. So you do a 22 to hit. Yeah, that'll hit. With a so 7 + 1 cold damage. 8 damage. And which one are you shooting? The one on the ladder or the one that's far away?
No, like this one in the middle.
This one on the middle. Alrighty. So we've got a minus of 8. And then shooting him again.
Mm-hmm.
And a minus. All right. Yeah, both hit. Both seem
Away
to
from me.
doesn't seem to shrug it off.
Yeah, away from the edge again, but Getting closer to the
Yeah,
ladder.
yeah. Getting. I can say. Yeah, you're getting close. Anyone else want to do anything this round?
I want
Hannibal,
to
are you
keep moving
continuing
towards
on?
the cave.
So
Yeah.
are you using your action to dash?
At this point, yes, I am.
Alrighty, so you get to what, about roughly there, with the elf over your shoulder, who
Yeah.
isn't putting up any fight. He's just going, "I'll pay you well. Get me out of here." He's
Shut
not
up.
not looking where you're going at all. Are you keeping pace there, Bodwick?
I don't dash, but since I don't, can I dash in?
Yeah, you can use your actions to dash. Any class can.
In the invisibility potion, I mean.
Oh, you're still invisible.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can.
Then I will dash along with them.
Alrighty. Herrick, Tornitura.
I can get to about here with a dash.
Alrighty. So you would
Which is-
clearly see Hannibal booking it with an elf over his shoulder at this point.
Up there.
Alrighty.
Slowly lagging behind.
Alrighty.
I'm coming.
Sad
Clonk,
beep
clonk.
boop noises.
And Shalendi.
Yep, moving up closer again. Like, let's see. Roughly about there.
Alrighty. Okay, you're gonna get oh, so this guy gets to about here. This guy gets to about here. You get another 3 trying to shoot you, Geralt, but you're completely out of sight. Fail, fail, fail. Bolt, bolt, bolt around you. And probably by this point, one of the cultists would have found a short bow, and an arrow lands 20 meters away from you. Alrighty. And what's that, and then that. Alrighty. Party go.
Keep moving for me.
You keep moving.
Trying to cut him off.
So you're trying to cut him off.
Yeah. Trying to.
Well, it's Herrick,
So-
really, isn't it?
How far is this? It's only 80 foot away.
I mean,
now?
you're gonna see each other. I mean, so it's up to you to. You're not in
I
a
want to
strict
try-
initiative
I want
order,
to
so
try
you
and
can.
do a sort of
Oh, wah!
as much as I can. We'll try and get his attention
Right.
before he gets to come out of the cave.
Make a perception check, Hannibal.
Sure.
Yeah. To add to that, I have just sprinted right in front of him and stopped. So if he doesn't perceive that,
I sort of understood what Torva said. How can it be so muffled at the end of sentences?
And in the middle.
Is it another noise suppression problem, maybe? Who knows?
I'm not using it.
That's so weird. Right. Yeah, you see Herrick trying to cut you off there, Hannibal. What do you do? Do you continue running?
I'm thinking, great, they're coming with me.
Right. Oh, right. Okay. So you're all clustering up that way. Shalendi, you continue down to that group, or
Oh yeah, absolutely.
righto?
Let's see. Okay, you two there.
Righto.
That GIF will just perfectly encapsulate what I'm all about right now.
Grant and Geralt.
Oh, hi guys.
How far up are these guys now?
They're both nicely on the ladder. It looks like the veteran would get to the top in the next round.
By ladder time.
You're going to cut the ladder? Alrighty, so action. You cut that ladder, and they fall. You hear this crumple and this wet thud of 2 bodies hitting the ground. They tumble down there. He taking. This one taking. Yeah, they're prone on the ground, in a mess, but look like they're still alive.
Cool. Away from the edge.
And you're moving back away from the edge. Alrighty. it will be anyone. Did I miss anyone in this round?
I don't think Tia's
everyone
moved yet.
I think
Tia
Tia-
moved.
Tia
Yeah,
moved.
Tia
moved.
did. Okay, you did. Oh.
So yeah, these are going to just carry on trying to fire up to the top level. Rolling with disadvantage. I haven't seen a single 20 yet. So then these two will get up and start sort of skulking around a little bit. So yeah, you see another 3 bolts. Oh, and there's that one cultist who managed to get across a bow and arrow, and then you see an arrow just into the darkness. Don't even see where it goes. And then we get that to there. Yeah. Alrighty, parties go.
Keep moving.
So you're heading up to and into the cave.
Fuck yeah.
Alrighty. You're up into the cave mouth there. We'll deal with that in a second. Is everyone else following? That's close there?
Sure.
Alrighty. So you're going into the cave. Shalendi and Geralt, what do you do this round?
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. More people. Doing well so far.
You're just gonna kill them all from up there. Slowly but surely.
Yeah, I'll shoot the same guy.
And you'll start evading and reset soon.
So you're shooting which one now? Sorry.
The same guy.
Oh, the same. This guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. 23 will hit. 7 plus 6.
How's he like that?
Still looks fine. He's taking the damage. And a 13 sadly will not hit.
And now I'm going to make my way to this back cliff, I think.
Alrighty. Okay. So that's that.
So-
That. And Shalendi, what do you do? Sorry.
I have no idea where Hannibal and Tony Tora the legs are.
Make me a
Can I see
perception
Tony
check.
Tora? Maybe
Make me a,
an
make a
outline or
perception
something?
check. Yeah, make a perception check.
Let's see.
In fact, you would have been keeping an eye. Make a series of perception checks. Make
Okay.
3 for the last 3 rounds as you've been sort of loosely going in their direction. Yeah, you didn't see them to begin with. Then you were like, oh shit, they made the dash to try and head off Hannibal. You saw them at that point, and then you think you see all them disappear into the smoke towards the cave entrance.
Okay. Well, that at least gives me an idea on where to go. I should probably avoid the crap out of the crosses section. So I should be I have my planned route I'm going to take right now would be up there
Mhm.
and then towards the cave, like around them.
All right. So as you're taking sort of the lay of the land, you can see that everyone seems to be looking at this cliff edge where this lone attacker seems to be firing off arrows.
Oh goody.
And it seems like you've got a fairly good moment to just, move around without impediment.
If I can get close enough to send a message up to Geralt, then I can probably tip him off that the others are disappearing into the cave.
You would have to be all the way over here.
Yeah, well that's fine. I'll have to move anyway, and if I go through here, at least that doesn't make it seem like I'm immediately dashing for the cave.
Okay. So you roughly know what you think it would have been Geralt that set the guard tower down the cliff. And you're
if
thinking about
if
heading
it's
towards
Geralt, and I'm thinking it's Geralt, because I didn't see him with
That's
the others.
a fair summation. Yep. I mean, you haven't spoken to him in quite a long time at this point, but
Exactly.
you assume that he's fucking shit up. But you saw
Yeah,
everyone else run into the cave.
Exactly.
Yep.
So, well, everyone except Wadwick. So it's either Wadwick or Geralt, and I don't think Wadwick would be good at shooting
Last you saw,
arrows.
Wadwick was clapped in irons and dragged towards the crosses. Okay.
Yeah. So that's my plan. I'm moving towards
Right.
Geralt, trying to send a message to him.
Yeah.
And Hope he doesn't shoot me by accident.
So, alrighty. Geralt, they loose another volley of crossbow bolts, all missing, and then the final missing. You just arrows and bolts again, nowhere actually close to you. These are gonna back up just a little, and so just give me 2 seconds here. Good. No, that's cool. Righty. Okay. Now, I never had to drop half a group on one page and half a group on another here, so let me just see how this works.
I'm just. Oh, well, I suppose there's some here.
Well, can I move
Say
some players to one
Yes,
map
sir.
and some players to another?
don't believe.
Right, okay, in that case we're going to quickly switch to what the main party see. The main party see... You can, if you're on the far left, about halfway down, do you see... Is it revealing?
There's a cave. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it all dark, or is it all... Can you see
It's
everything?
all dark except this.
Alright, that's cool. So yeah, drag yourself into... The people who are there, drag yourselves there.
I have dragged myself out there, but I can't see my avatar except when I move it.
Oh shit, hang on.
I think we're underneath the map for some reason.
So
The map.
I think the map might need to go back a layer.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah.
Map, it's on the map layer. Oh dear, what's going on here?
We must be underneath that then.
Let me... Objects and tokens. No, you're on objects and tokens. I can actually select you. On objects and tokens. What's gap?
Yeah, I mean, I can select myself, but I fall underneath the map when I...
This might have... Let me just quickly reset. Can you see anything different now?
It's all black.
It's all black now.
Mm.
And now?
Still,
Is there any lighting set up on there?
No, it's weird. This room's weird. It's all I don't know if this has been done with its new lighting thing that I haven't learned how to do yet. So let's have a little look here. I usually just reveal areas, and it's not allowing. I might have to actually set up your tokens.
we see the entrance again.
You can turn it off if you go to the page settings. You can turn off dynamic lighting. I think the new one is very buggy as well. Anyway, so if it's on the new one, that would be better. Like we can see this area revealed, but if there's no lighting, then we won't be able to see it.
Anything different?
No.
Still just the entrance.
Alright, I did turn it off. So try a quick reload.
I'm trying that.
And then I will try revealing the areas again. No. Bloody hell. Hang on. This would have been the first sort of enclosed area actually that was properly made for this module. So this is me probably just first time working it out here. Let's have a quick look here.
No, I've lost the whole thing again.
2 seconds.
Alright, the entrance again.
What of it? Can you see anything different now?
Now I can see myself.
You can.
Yeah.
Can you delete our tokens? Maybe you can.
No, I
pull
need
them out.
to. I just need to update each token. Hang on, 2 seconds. Has sight. Let's try Geralt now. Sorry about this. I should have done some testing on this. Yeah, I need to do you yet.
Well, I've become visible to myself, but
You
I can't
can't
see anyone else.
Right.
can only see myself.
Right. 2 seconds. Let's just fucking. Ah, bloody useless fucking thing. Let me try that. Now you can see
Oh,
everything, yeah?
Yeah, that's better.
Now we
I
see
just
a
got
lot.
fucking sick of it, so I'm just fucking doing that. Doing it old school. Right.
Alright, we're back to all black.
Back
And the
to
entrance.
back to the way it should work. Right, okay, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, right. So, but Geralt, you're not there.
No, I've just
So as
character on. So it's
you guys approach the entrance, you see into a dark cave entrance in front of you. Who has dark vision?
Good question. I do, I
On
think.
me.
I got dark vision, 60 feet.
Alrighty, so you would see about that far back, and as you guys all stumbling, Hannibal carrying this elf over his shoulder, not stealthily, you guys. Hang on, sorry about this. Here we go. What layer have I put these fucking things on? God damn, Roll20 can be clunky sometimes. Right. There, and then objects and tokens. Lying in wait in the darkness, 3 figures move towards you all to make attacks. And here we have so the those who are in this cave entrance, don't roll initiative yet. Hang on, I have an enormous amount to delete. Okay, now roll initiative. Alrighty.
Hannibal, you're muted, by the way.
Oh, damn. For how long have I been
I haven't
muted?
heard you for ages, mate.
Wow, I've been talking so much over here.
Oh shit.
Nothing
Uh,
new.
well, to be honest, it hasn't been anything constructive. That said, I
Again,
need to turn
nothing
off the digital die thing in D&D Beyond because that kind of stops me from rolling things properly.
Okay, so these 3 are getting a surprise attack because you've run into this darkened area.
However,
This
I
creature.
can't be surprised by unseen enemies.
Well, they're getting a surprise round. So you haven't got a surprise condition, but they are laying in wait in the darkness.
I believe it means he also gets this.
You get to act on this round. Okay, cool. Right. Okay. In that case, we'll go. So it's this. At the bottom left is going to make his.
Quick thing
Yep.
for the rest of you who has D&D Beyond and get the new digital dice roll on it, you can disable it by clicking your character's the little arrow right next to it, and then at the bottom you have dice rolling on or off.
I have to subscribe for digital dice.
Yes, well, if you have the master tier, you get it.
I just leech off you.
This
That's
one
cool.
runs forward.
That's why I bought everything as well. So.
We've got a scimitar attack on Herrick, which is going to be a 15 to hit.
Miss.
Ooh, righty. Then we go to this Dragon Fang here.
Like 15 to miss.
Dragon Fang is going to use his Orb of Dragon's Breath. 1 target to hit.
Oh, that's a deck save. Good thing you're in front, Torva.
No, this one is a roll to hit. So, and is going to be aiming at Wadwick. Oh, are you still
What?
invisible?
Yeah.
You're still invisible. All right. In that case, Herrick is the closest thing to him, and he rolls 20 points of poison damage to Herrick.
But he misses.
But he missed.
18 to miss.
18. Yes.
Oh, dude.
Can't you see? He's very
Monks. They're so goddamn good.
Damn, dude, that's so cool. Right, and this Dragonclaw runs forward again to Herrick and makes a scimitar attack. 23 to hit.
Oddly, yes.
3 slashing
Aw.
damage. And you then get to go in this first surprise. In fact, you would have gone slightly before his hit, actually. So do you want to do anything particularly to him that would have stopped him hitting you by any chance?
Don't really think I have.
Alrighty.
No, 3 points of damage.
Okay. Then you take a go on this round.
And targeting the rude gentleman that I'm assuming it's a gentleman that hit me.
Alrighty. These are they're humans, but they're adorned with dragon regalia and what look like ornate dragon headgear. A 9 to hit, unfortunately, will not hit though.
Okay, I will follow up with. You know what? I'm gonna roll an actual dice this time.
We're all slowly but surely abandoning the roll 20 for proper dice because we get such shit rolls.
21 to hit.
21 to hit. Who are you hitting?
The guy the
guy
chap in front of me.
Directly in front of you. Yep, that'll hit.
Yep. Okay, a d6 plus 5. 6.
6 points of slashing damage? Bludgeoning damage. 6. That's good. Alrighty. Then that would take us to the top of the round. It's the Dragonclaw just slightly below you. Sidesteps slightly. Has pack tactics, I think.
Tova, you're a drunken monk, right?
Yes.
Advantage.
Best monk.
Alrighty, is going to make his multi-attack scimitar, so 2 attacks with advantage with pack tactics. So we got a 20 to hit and a 16 to hit.
Miss.
So slashing damage, 5 slashing damage at one side, and then misses as he comes down the other. Hannibal Hyrock, you have an elf on your shoulder.
Yeah. Is it an action to put him down?
I'd give you a free action to deposit him on the ground without killing him.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks very much. I'm going to do that, and then, because I am a coward after all, so Shield of Faith for my bonus action.
Alrighty.
On myself,
Uh-huh.
no one else.
Uh-huh.
So 23 armor class.
Right.
And then I'm gonna dash up to this, dragon dude.
Yep.
And try to hit him with the sword.
Alrighty.
Aw, well, I tried.
Yeah,
I should have rolled
unfortunately,
my proper dice for that.
He's too agile
I'll do
for
that
you
next
and
time.
just manages to duck out of the way there. Herrick Creed.
Okay. I'm gonna. Would I have advantage on this one?
No, you're not flanking.
Very combative music, by the way.
Oh,
What
well,
about
I'm
now?
gonna have to. Yeah, in fact, yeah, that's a good point. Let's get
Are we doing battle music? I've been having Spotify on.
Oh,
with-
and I've just had some basic
WoW
background
soundtrack.
like
That's
camp
okay,
noise,
yeah.
campground
Oh.
noise. But I will put some battle music on there. What were you
Ooh.
doing there, Herrick?
If I step through, am I now flanking?
You are flanking, and you did not leave any threat ranges.
Okay, so that is a nat 20.
Oh, nice! Roll
Kill
the
him.
damage.
Kill
Plus
him
eight.
hard.
That's Oh, 1 plus 5. 15.
15 points of damage. This guy's looking real hurt.
It's the one and only time these dice will actually trust me.
Nicely done, though. Alrighty, Wadwick, anything you'd like to do?
I'm still sneaky.
You're still invisible at the moment. Yes.
Does that guy look like a more spellcasting dude?
Which guy? This guy, that guy looks like he's of the same ilk as the sort of captain that was walking around at the beginning, shouting orders and doing waves.
I'll walk over to here and then fire a firebolt at him.
Alrighty. 2 seconds. Too many things going on at once.
20 to hit for fucking 4 damage.
4 damage.
Jesus.
Righty. Which one were you aiming at?
That guy.
Alrighty. So you step forward, lose invisibility, and hit that guy for 4 fire damage. Shrugs it off. Doesn't seem to be bothered by that at all. Alrighty. Tonitura.
Spell. You haven't used any spells since we rested, right? So that's cool. What was the difference between this guy and the other two?
This guy here looks higher ranking. He's reminds you of the guy that, although not the same chap, but one of the sort of same size and build as the guy that was walking around waving at everyone at the beginning.
And they were the same as the guys who were in the mill, right?
They look roughly the same as, some things, vaguely reminiscent.
Yeah. He's a dragon guy and the other two are human in dragon armor.
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
So
Gotcha.
Is he hornier?
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess we should probably finish off the smaller guys. So we're going to go with a chromatic orb at this guy.
Alrighty.
Going to cast it at first level. And we can do it with thunder damage.
Alright.
Probably missed.
Yes, I'm afraid that's a miss. So he looks worried at you casting a spell at him, but manages to... The orb doesn't seem to fly as fast as you're used to, and he just manages to step out of the way of it. No problem.
Okay, and then after that I'm going to...
Alrighty.
Scooch my way over to the... behind the tent.
Alrighty, okay. Then we are on the Dragonfang's turn. He comes down to this point. Flanking against you, Herrick, there is going to use his short sword multi-attack. We have a 22 to hit.
Yes.
To do 9 points of piercing plus 9 points of poison. And then second attack, a crit with a 26, 9 points of piercing plus 5 piercing plus 8 plus poison. So we've got a total of 9 plus 9 is 18, and then 9 plus 5 is 14, plus 16 is 30. 30 on the set. So the first attack is 18, second attack is 30.
Oof. Big oofs.
We didn't hear what
Big
you said then,
oofs.
Torva.
I am 100% dead.
Dead man.
Well, you're unconscious or dead.
I'm unconscious, yeah.
Alrighty, so the Dragonclaw steps across, slash,
Actually,
and you fall
no.
unconscious, bleeding.
The second attack has dealt how much damage?
30.
30.
Yeah.
I was only on 3 health at that point.
What's your max health?
Yeah, as long as you're max health,
33.
yeah, and you're fine.
You're fine.
Right, okay.
You're just
By
unconscious.
6.
Yeah, not far off. You were nearly fully dead.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Then it is this final dragon claw. Here is so you're unconscious. He moves this way down to you, Hannibal, and is going to make his 2 scimitar attacks against you. 21
Yeah.
to hit. Oh no, sorry,
No.
15 to hit and a 16 to hit. So
No.
miss and a miss. That takes us to the top of the round. Geralt and Shalendi, what are you doing? If we quickly step back to what you guys are up to.
Well, my
I do.
intention is to go to roughly where Geralt is and to send him a message, but I have no idea where exactly he is.
So you're about 400 feet from where you think he is at the moment.
Yeah. Basically, I need to get closer until I feel like, hey, now I can, until someone responds to the sending, right?
Oh, okay. So you are just going to use your full movement to head towards that ledge. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm going to do that a little, well, by stepping a little softly, because these guys are still around and I'm a little bit terrified of them.
Alrighty.
So,
Okay, so move your character to where you need to be. Geralt, what are you doing? So you were heading towards this other higher up cliff.
Do I reckon, using my knowledge of physics, like, what's the range on a crossbow? It's like shit in it.
A heavy crossbow is. Oh yeah, because I've stopped bothering to roll those. Yeah, but these are continuing to rain down on you. These crossbow bolts.
Basically, do I think they would be able to see me if I'm climbing this cliff?
Oh no, nicely out of view.
So, cool. I am just going to start carefully climbing this cliff.
Alrighty, make me an athletics check. 16, yeah. I would say you make it 3/4 of the way in your turn using your action and movement up that cliff with that movement. Alrighty. And again, the rain of bolts and arrows flying down on you. Then back to this goings on. First up is this Dragonclaw, who is... Oh yeah, no, he's still alive. He moves to this position. Not worried about Herrick at the moment. Let's put you as unconscious. Makes an attack with advantage. Pack tactics against you there, Hannibal. Oh, didn't need to move actually, now I think about it. Why am I rolling those? Sorry about this. Clunky as moving between things. It loses all your bloody sheets that you had open.
Oh yeah.
2 scimitar attacks against Hannibal. We've got a 15 to hit and then a 23 to hit.
Well, 23 just barely hits.
23 for 6 slashing damage. So hits your armor on one hit and then brings it up and manages to catch you on the second shot there. It's now your go.
No. Oh no. Is it my turn now?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Okay, let's see. Can anyone explain how the retargeting of Hunter's Mark works? Will that also
action,
cost a spell slot?
Minor action, right?
It's a bonus action to move it, I think, once you've cast it.
Yeah, but that does that moving it? Does that cost a spell slot?
No.
Or is there only the initial
Well, only
cast?
if you, yeah, only the initial cast.
Yeah.
Only the initial cast. Okay, cool. I'm gonna.
Lasts an hour, I think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And since oh wait, no, I can't cast that. I still have a concentration spell up.
All right.
Fuck that shit then. Gonna hit the guy to the north of me.
Alrighty.
And we go with... Damn it, can't use that. Oh well. Let's just use Talon. Oh,
Nice.
good one.
Oh, yeah, that'll definitely hit for 11 points of damage. The one
And
th-
I'll immediately,
oh, you
since
well,
that crit...
how would you like to do this on that
Oh,
guy?
already?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
damn
these
it.
aren't looking
Oh.
as chunky as perhaps the other guy that just finished off Herrick. But
Well, that's good then.
how
You
would you
saved me
like
a spell slot on smiting the shit out of him on top of that.
You gotta be careful.
I would like to do this by just lopping his head off. Straight off, just poop. and
Easily
then-
done
oh,
on a crit. Thunk! Off his head rolls. Not a problem at all. Any
And,
movement or bonus action.
I'm gonna turn around to the other guy and let's see
He's
here.
looking real rough. Like you could blow him
Oh.
over at this moment.
That bad.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a lot of stuff to do to him, so I'm just gonna look at him very angrily.
Give him a stare. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, Herrick, death saving throw, mate.
Here we go.
Ooh, that's a fail. Mark that as such. Warwick, you're up.
Yeah, it's bad, man.
This one was hurt, or
Yes, looks very hurt.
right?
And you now see that much smaller, diminutive figure, human wearing this dragon motif, in no way compares to the size of the half dragon at the back.
Maybe not poison spray then. Magic missile on the guy in the back.
Alrighty. Roll your roll your damage.
Nope, that was the wrong.
Yeah,
attack.
no, sorry.
Can we mark the guy I killed as dead so I don't get
Course,
confused?
Of course.
Thanks.
Course.
It's just nice. Thank you very much.
So many spells.
The elf you dropped, by the way, is just like unconscious on the floor. He was right at. You can still see he's breathing, but yeah, he ain't helping in this.
And then roll 2 more.
We've got 2, 2, and a 5. Nicely done. 9 total force damage. -9. These 3 darts of arcane energy hit this half dragon poof, 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 in the chest. He's still coming for you. All of you. Ton, any movement? Warwick?
Am I in melee range of that guy?
Yes, you are.
Then I will
Stay where you are.
stay here.
Alrighty. Tonitura.
Okay, we're going to do a twin spell. 1 point. And cast Ray of Frost at the 2 living targets.
Oh, at the 2. Oh, nice one.
So yeah, so I'm twinning my spell using
Okay.
sorcery.
Right.
So against the
Do
guys who
Do the
dead.
dragon claw first. Yeah.
Yep, he's dead.
Oh,
Whoa! Overkill. Serious.
Nice.
This
He
guy
takes a shot
freezes
right
in
to the
motion
face.
as he's making ready another attack on Hannibal. Nicely done.
And then against the big guy.
13 unfortunately won't hit. Again, sees his companion freeze in place, and again just sees it coming, manages to get out of the way. Nicely done. Any movement? Tonitura?
Over here, I suppose.
Alrighty.
Against the wall.
It is
Don't want to be getting snuck up on by any purple bitches.
Dragon. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for her to pop up. Same as smite slots for that.
Right. The half dragon is then going to use his orb of dragon's breath for a second time the day, and is going to aim it at you, Hannibal.
Ah,
A 14 to hit.
I'm invincible.
You shrug
Didn't you get the memo?
the orb of poison off with your shield. No damage at all. He's going to stand his ground, and then that dragon claw is dead. As is that one. Okay, top of the round. I'll not keep on switching back, but Geralt, are you continuing to climb up?
Yes.
Let's have another athletics check, just to check. Yep, you make it to the top, and then maybe have another 20 feet of movement.
Well, I'm going to have a look around, see what's up here.
Okay, so as you crest the top of this, it's dark, but it's a starry night. The storm has cleared. You can hear the chaos of the camp below you, various things being shouted. But up here, maybe a perception check.
Also, are they still shooting out of interest?
At this point, you hear the shooting, but it's not landing anywhere near you.
Perception's not your
Yeah,
strong suit.
you don't see anything. You just see rolling
Platform.
fell side in the distance.
There's no like people around.
Nothing that you can see now.
Cool. I'm gonna start making my way to the entrance of the camp.
So you're trying to to the entrance of the camp. You're going
Yes.
the other way from the opposite to the cave entrance.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, there's like a 150-foot cliff there.
Yep. So you're heading off towards the entrance of the camp. Okay, so that's going to take you. It'll take you like many rounds to get to the entrance, but you're just going to start heading that way. Shalendi, what would you like to do whilst? What would you like to do? You continue.
I managed to give Geralt a heads up.
No.
Then?
You haven't managed to get close enough to him in order to. You've been trying to send off messages to Geralt, but you haven't found your mark. You're too far away, I'm afraid.
Well, I have to get to the cave at some point, so again, like I said, I'm going to take the walk around, and if I can reach Geralt, that's great. If I cannot, then yeah, I'll just make my way to the cave.
Okay, so we'll say that in that case, Geralt starts moving around to the entrance of the raiders' camp. You will take 3 rounds, we'll say, to get to the entrance of the cave, continuing to try and catch Geralt at times. All right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll try to be a little bit subtle about it, like not that, like more like
easily done.
Maybe make it seem like I'm praying. I mean, these people seem to be the religious kind, so why
Fair
not?
enough. Easily done. Alrighty, Hannibal, you're up.
Okay. I won't do too much on this round. I'll move up to here. And I'm gonna be a bit of an Uncle Touchy. You know, the uncle you never like to
Uncle
touch you a
Bad
bit
Touch.
too much when. Yeah. And we're gonna go with the whole. Let's see, where did I put that one? Oh, there we go. There it is. Yay. 10 points on
Herrick.
Mr. Herrick.
Alrighty, Herrick, you come back to consciousness with 10 HP, and you are lying prone on the ground.
And then on this really cool guy in front of me, who's just a bit too awesome and everything, we're gonna do. Let's see, so I don't completely fudge this. Yes. Hunter's Mark. I'm gonna follow him until he's dead, if nothing else. That doesn't do any damage. It only does damage when I hit him.
You're marking with Hunter's Mark, right?
Yeah, I'm marking him for now.
Let's do a.
And I'm dropping my shield then. With that.
Okay, no worries. Right, so he's Hunter's marked. Herrick, you are now conscious but prone on the floor. And we cannot hear you speaking.
Okay. I would use half my movement to stand up.
Alrighty.
And assuming these are, what are these, 5? I've not measured
5 foot,
them. Yeah. I can circle said meanie.
Yep.
And I will take an attack on him.
Alright, with advantage, you are flanking.
Yeah.
Lost your stuff. I'll be back.
You lost me?
Yeah.
No.
Webcam.
Oh,
26
yeah, my
to hit.
webcam's frozen. 26 will definitely hit. Yes, 7 piercing damage.
7 piercing.
Nicely done. So yeah, you get up quickly and adeptly, sneak around the side of him, and then spear him, and you catch him up underneath his armor and get up into the ribs there, doing some decent damage. He's looking annoyed.
And take a unarmed strike for 25 for a
Ooh.
further 9 damage.
9 bludgeoning. I'm looking at the wrong character sheet here. 1 second. Righty. Okay, so 9 minus 9. Okay, yeah, he's starting to look hurt. Okay.
Well, let's not leave it there then, son.
Oh. Oh, and then you're following it with a flurry of blows.
Nice.
Okay, 15 unfortunately. Oh no, is his armor class. So both hits. 9 and 7. Nicely done. Yeah, you.
What?
Yeah. I will. I'll also therefore. Although he'll get an attack of opportunity, even though he won't actually want to. I'm going to retreat.
Because
with my
You've
disengage.
used all your movement already to get there, mate.
What?
You could use a step. You could. No, cause, yeah, you've used a key point to
half-
flurry of blows.
Half your movement to stand up. And
yeah,
then...
and then you moved around him.
Okay, but that's 5, 10, 20. Well, I get 10 from disengage anyway from flurry of blows, so I can at least go to.
Okay, fair enough. Right. So yeah, you stab, smack, and then think, oh, let's try and kill him. Bang, bang, and he's looking really pissed off now. Alrighty, Wadwick, you're up.
I am gonna firebolt.
Alrighty,
Him.
hold for a sec.
19 to hit,
19
and
will
another
hit.
4. Can I
Oh,
roll them
fine.
again?
Nope. It's a cantrip. Yeah, it finds its mark. He seems to be not really paying attention to you at the moment. He's looking at Herrick, pissed off at the amount of damage Herrick's just done to him. Tonitura.
So he's looking at Herrick, yeah?
Yeah, he seems to be occupied with what's just happened that way of him, yeah.
I would. I'm going to 5, 10, 15. Go here,
Mhm.
and then I'm going to hold the action to lightning lure him if he gets next to Herrick.
Alrighty, okay. So holding that action there. You're
Yep.
aware that lightning lure will be expended at the end of your next turn. either
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
Right, okay.
But if he's looking at Herrick like, I'm going to
Yep.
kill that,
Alright,
I'm
okay.
going to take that cue.
Alrighty, we move round to the Dragonfang's turn. He is going to use his... he knows that Hannibal's behind him. He turns back towards Hannibal. He's going to use his Fanatic Advantage, and once per turn he can make an attack with advantage, and if it hits, it does extra damage. We've got a 19 and a 17 plus 6, 25 to hit.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so that is just with a short sword, but is 8 piercing damage plus 10 poison plus 3d6 fanatic. 3d6. 3, 5, 6, 9. So what did I say there? 8 plus 10 plus 9. So we got
27.
27 points of damage, yes. Unless you're resistant to any piercing or poison.
Not
Nope.
yet.
Nope.
Big
So, yeah.
oof.
And then, second attack. Not with advantage this time. A 15 to hit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
So,
slap that
He
away with
put
shield.
so much energy into this first hit on you, infusing you with
Wait,
poison damage. at
on the
same time.
first attack.
Yep.
Boom.
What? All you did was click. Oh, right. Oh, you're doing a Hellish Rebuke. All right. Yeah, that'll definitely... so I've got 5 points of rebuke damage. Alrighty, and then the second attack, as we said, doesn't hit there. Alright, top of the round. Geralt, you're still moving round towards the entrance of the camp. That's going to take you like 6 rounds to get there.
Priority. If I see any of those hunters coming in, I am going to attempt to signal them.
Oh, right, okay. Right, make a perception check. See if you can see one. Nothing yet, but you can keep an eye out. Alrighty, and Shalenda, you're still coasting in. We'll now say you've got 2 rounds before you get to the entrance of the cave, yeah?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Hannibal, you're up.
Well, there's a few things I could do, but fuck that shit. I mean, he's used his one action cool thing to do a shit ton of damage. I'm just gonna try and hit him with the sword.
Alright.
Oh wait, how does it look before I do that?
He's looking hurt. He's looking significantly hurt.
Significantly hurt. I
Not on death's
like
door,
that.
but significantly hurt.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna hit him.
Alrighty.
Aw,
14, unfortunately, just misses.
Talon, why did you forsake me now? This is not cool. This is not cool at all. Well, no wait. I'm actually gonna do something which we haven't done. You once, a long time ago, gave me a DM inspiration.
Oh, an inspiration. Yeah, I can't remember what for, but I remember telling you had inspiration. Yep.
Yeah, I've had that box checked for so long now.
All right. You're gonna re-roll that.
Re-roll or
Yeah,
how?
yeah, it's a luck point, so you can re-roll that attack. Just roll again.
Let's use that for now.
All right. There we go. That'll definitely hit for 11 slashing damage. Nicely done.
Yeah.
He's looking significantly hurt now. Panicking, looking from side to side.
Laugh at him.
Alrighty. Is it just the one attack?
Yeah, it's just the one attack. Since I'm multi-classed, I don't have double attack yet.
Alrighty. Herrick, you're up, mate.
Indeed. How bad is he looking?
Pretty bad. He's facing Hannibal, but he's panting heavily, and you can see drips of blood landing on the ground. Black from your point of view in the dark, but the faint tss, tss, tss when the blood hits the ground.
Well, move back into range, and I'll perform a spear attack to start with. That's 24 to hit for 11.
That will hit. Alrighty, he's looking seriously hurt.
And the second attack, 21 for 7.
How would you like to do this?
Yeah.
Just punch so hard, just right at the back of his neck. Just crack his spine.
Oh, and both of those would have been with advantage as well. But anyway, you've killed him. Right, yeah, so you just spear him and then whack right in the back of his neck. And you hear this crunch. And then he just falls limp. As if he was nothing at all. Nicely done. Alright, he is dead. Alrighty. There's nothing attacking you immediately, guys. So we could drop out of initiative order if you so choose.
I'm not going to let down my guard.
Fair enough.
Because
yeah, what would you guys like to do?
I saw that purple one come this way.
Alrighty.
She moved this way and went invisible. So everyone, keep your guard up.
Well, you saw her disappear into the darkness. You couldn't really see.
What I'm gonna do first of all
this direction. She
is
seems
go
to
to
go
the
invisible.
What did you say then, Tin? Sorry.
First thing I'm gonna do is go to the toilet.
Yeah,
And
let's
then
have a
I'm
quick
coming back with action.
let's have a quick bio break.
Nice.
5 minutes, guys. Right.
So yeah, Torva. Next time I can not save you if you want to.
Yeah, it's an option. Let's just say I
Yeah.
did spend 10 minutes on this new build for Torque the Orc. It's probably not very good. I've not had a chance to really look into it.
How? Oh, maybe we should wait for everyone to get back. Just a quick question: How badly injured is the elf boy we brought with us?
He's looking like he could barely see out of his eyes. He has such covered over eyes.
Yeah.
He's looking pretty messed up, to be honest. Pretty messed up. Right. Anyway, let's
Honestly, that guy took off a lot of my HP, so I kind of need to use my laying hands on myself. I feel bad for it, though.
Right.
He's not dying, though, is he?
No, he's still breathing.
Yeah. Well, fuck him then. I'm gonna heal myself.
Alrighty.
10 points of laying hands on myself. And if we're out of combat and everything, can I use a potion on myself as well?
Sure, you can, yeah, if you want.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh well, it's something.
You have a bad roll.
Yep.
You have a bad trip.
Honestly, I'm starting to think it's roll 20.
Yeah, it is roll 20, isn't it?
Alright, so, I mean,
Yes.
to be fair, Geralt isn't actually with you guys, so as the dust settles from this flurry of battle, you take a moment to breathe. You can still hear the same chaos outside, but this cave system seems to stretch off into the distance. What do the four of you do? You're very much aware that Shalendi and Geralt are not with you.
I'm thinking that we should probably... I mean, we can see some enemies outside of the cave.
Oh,
far,
yeah.
Well, a bit
Plenty.
far off,
Have
but yeah, we
we-
can see them.
Pulled any attention to anyone from outside the cave? Does it look
Yeah.
like?
It looks like, I mean, you're not backlit, so you could pretty much assume that what you've just done happened in the dark, as far as anyone from outside the cave system is concerned.
Good. Can someone who's a bit more stealthier than I am perhaps sneak around the corner and just see if what's going on inside? Is this a relatively safe spot to just take a breather? Just stop for a few seconds?
Yeah, Tonatura, do you want to do that, giant glowing robot? No, okay,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Oh, the shade! The shade!
We have an invisible
I
vision.
would, but I can't see in the dark.
Is he still invisible?
I'm not invisible anymore since I cast spells on the.
Oh, okay. So technically, the best thing we have for scouting is Nevermore. Otherwise,
Or my spider.
yeah, or the spider.
Or me,
Oh.
apparently.
Oh yeah.
Little do we know, you just disappeared. Right in front of us.
Where the fuck did he go?
Just
He was
mid-mid.
dead a moment ago.
No, that's how stealthy I am. I'm still a corpse. I'm just sliding across the floor.
Like the most video game bugged physics where the corpses just float around the floor.
He's a monk, so his spirit's just left his body. He's spirit walking.
All
It's
right.
a key thing. You wouldn't
Herrick,
understand.
are you heading forward to see what you can see? Yeah.
I'm just going to peek around this corner for now.
All right. So as you look around the corner, and what's your distance of dark vision?
60.
60 feet. You see the edge of what looks to be a small cliff and some steps leading down to a lower portion of the cave system from that point there. And you see stalagmites and stalactites. darkness. Other than that,
Okay. If I move a little further, can I see the general layout?
no,
what
you
I'm
just see
walking
it dark. It looks like the level that you're on drops away and goes much into pitch blackness further down.
Oh dear.
You can go forward.
I'm
You can
just
carry
gonna
on
come
going
out
forward
and
if you
say,
like.
I'm just gonna come out and say, guys.
Yeah.
I think I fucked us going in here.
I just let everyone
By
know
this
that
point,
the cave
Shalendi, you
travels
catch up.
deeper.
We can't hear you.
You're muted.
Thanks. Should I just drop myself
Yeah,
on the
just
map
drop
there?
yourself in. Yep. And by this point, Geralt, you're maybe 2 rounds from the front of the camp. I can just see a thumb.
But why?
Is there
What's up,
any
my dudes?
I just
hunters?
No,
Nice
you
of
don't
you
see
to
any
join
hunters
us.
yet. No.
I'll let everyone know what I've seen, which is not a great deal, but it looks like the cave goes deeper, but it's too dark to see much further.
Excellent.
I'm doing my best. I'm not even supposed to be here.
Even
Supposed to be at,
Yeah.
supposed to be at FurryCon with all the other shifters.
Was that why you were in town?
The Furricon was planned for greenest, and then the dragon attacked.
What
Just
location?
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
They ruin everything.
Yeah.
What the fuck do we do, guys? I mean, we have the elf guy with us who probably knows some stuff, but
Yeah,
I'm kind of out of healing.
Sort of, it's just
I
in a heap where you left him on the floor. Yeah, Shalendi, when you arrive, you see a dark-skinned, like healthy tan-skinned elf crumpled on the floor. I'll drop a token actually for him.
I'll probably point at that and do you want me to look after that?
Yes, I would,
Yeah.
but I can't.
No, I can. It's fine. Don't worry.
Is that the token?
No, I haven't done it.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Robert.
Thank you very much.
Placeholder, obviously. Oh, okay.
Right,
Well,
so
he's
he's
much more.
he's there.
Oh.
He's much better looking than I thought.
Can I give this guy some healing?
Sure, if you'd like to. He's looking really rough. He is conscious.
Well,
I mean, sorry,
I'm going
he's not conscious. He's breathing. That's what I meant to say.
I'm going to give him some healing with my healing light.
Alrighty.
I don't think it needs to be much, but just to clear some of the worst of the injuries out.
Okay.
It's 3.
3. That's nice.
Yeah.
He sputters to life. Are we? Did we make it? Are we out of the camp? I owe you my lives. My life.
Who wants to give him the
And he
bad
sort of
news?
blinks his eyes. The swelling around his eyes subsides a little bit. He blinks a bit. It's so dark. And then you can see his eyes
light,
focus.
light.
His elvish eyes focus. He's like, we're in the cave. What are we doing in the cave?
We're in
Where's
a
the cave?
cave. We're in a
You-
cave.
Hey, cave.
Been out for some time.
My disguise has dropped, by the way, so he won't recognize me.
So you're back. You're back.
Yeah.
Alrighty. He's
But
just
he
looking
won't
very
re-
confused. He's looking very confused. He recognizes Hannibal for carrying him here, and he looks to you, Hannibal, and says, "I implore you to get me out of the camp. Please tell me you haven't taken me deeper inside the lair of the beast."
I haven't taken you deeper inside the lair of the lair of the beast.
Didn't
We're
he
not
say to
sure.
Wardwick that he wanted
And
to
then
go
I
into
rolled
the
for
cave?
deception.
I'm
I do
gonna
remember that.
say I thought you said you wanted to go into the cave.
Yeah,
You
when I
said
was
that there was
feeling better,
Well, you're feeling better now, aren't you?
Yeah, he is.
he's holding himself, shivering and rubbing himself. He's looking rough as
Well,
fuck.
that's
To be
good
fair.
fun.
It's not the time for that, buddy.
Hold on a moment. Look, maybe we shouldn't be getting all excited about all of this just yet. There's not really an easy way out of the camp.
No, that's why I went here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you know
hundreds of people that way, unknown that way. I know what I choose.
No.
Okay. Do you know if there is an exit to this cave?
I've
If
never-
you are familiar with this.
I am not familiar with the cave. All I know is that this is the hatchery.
Interesting. Well, I suppose we know what kind of what dragon egg they were talking about then. Awkward. Did they already hatch it?
No, well, doesn't know. He's just shivering on the
That
floor
doesn't know
still.
anything.
I want to ask him what his preferred weapon is and why it's chainmail and flail.
What? Chainmail and flail.
Yeah, because that's what I have over.
Oh
so I can
right,
give him.
okay. So right, sorry, I'm with you. He has so you see now he's wearing leather pauldrons and breastplate and arm guards and then quite finely tailored white silk jerkin and leather boots.
Leather.
Yeah.
That's not useful. You need chainmail and a flail.
Right. He hears you say this, and he's not really looking strong enough to do much right now.
He's got 3 hit points. That's
Fancy.
He has 4.
Yeah.
That's like equal
4.
points as a level
Oh,
1.
Yeah. 4 hit points. When I had 4 hit points once, I was up and beating people up.
Well,
Notice you were
I
probably
can't
also
look
up
over
and getting
him.
completely blast drunk.
Yes, but
Can't blame you, by the way.
So by this
Don't
point,
fault you that
Geralt,
way.
you've circled round to the front of the camp. No hunters coming in and out. Alertness is a lot higher in the camp, and it looks like they've posted guards around the front now of the entrance there.
kind of guard.
All mixed. Some bandits, some cultists, some kobolds. Just people were ordered to the front of the.
Oh, you went all the
Camp.
way around that way?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to above the cave entrance and then you were going to rappel down.
No, because I wanted to be sneaky. We've got 1 invisibility potion left, and I didn't want to use it. And also, the rope wouldn't be invisible, so that just a rope would appear. And if
Yeah,
anyone saw it,
They're not going to look at that.
But what would you like to try and do there, Geralt? Are you just gonna?
I am
Step
going to look around, take a good look, see if I can spot anyone coming in.
All right. So it still looks quiet. It looks like overnight the hunters dry up. The hunting parties are probably out all camped up themselves, and the camp looks to be on a higher state of alertness and a bit of a lockdown, certainly with regards to that front area.
Okay.
Do we count as key workers?
Can they leave the camp? Oh. Or are they advised to stay in?
They're all exactly 2 meters apart from each other.
They both can and cannot leave the camp.
Okay, I want to. If I go back a bit, obviously this ain't going to happen this round, but if I go back a bit to where the camp I got drunk was.
Oh, you want to try and go back into the camp?
So I'm gonna, if I were to go along the top.
Oh, right.
again,
So yeah. Okay. Yep.
above where the camp full of people I got drunk was.
Uh-huh. Yep. With you.
How high would the cliff be there?
Around 100 feet.
100 feet. Okay. Bit less.
You can probably get down it in a turn.
Wow.
Yeah. I might not survive it though.
It's only what, 10d10?
Yeah, I have 47 hit points, so on average I fall unconscious. Feels bad.
And in the worst case, you die.
Best case, you only take 10 damage.
Yeah.
Come on. Live a little. Or die.
Okay. It's at this point, guys, that you see
Ooh.
2 winged kobolds heading in
Oh.
towards the cave from the camp, carrying what looks like meat. They're not paying a huge amount of attention, but until they're right up on you, what do you do?
We're still wearing our cult robes?
I think
You're
we should
standing
kill
over.
them.
They look down at the slain half dragons on the floor, and drop the meat and draw their scimitars.
Good thing they're stupid.
The assailants, they went into the cave.
They're daggers. Sorry, they're daggers, and they jump forward. Let's get a quick initiative. Oh, hang on! Don't do it yet! Don't do it yet! Don't do it yet! Don't do it yet! Okay, do it now.
Look what these guys did to these dragon priests. You better score.
What are you sorry? Okay, well, what are you saying there, Hannibal?
No.
Are you not? You're not
Thinking-
doing that. You're just
No.
right. Okay.
Thinking we should make up a story for this.
It's like the fourth fate this game.
Oh, there we go. That's the roll. Sorry.
Got a... Ooh, and a 1. So yeah, they are not the most fleet-footed thing. And Herrick, you are actually up first.
Okay. I'll start.
They've
by...
dropped their meat to the floor. They're holding their daggers. They're looking really bewildered at what the hell's going on in this cave entrance.
I will start by. Where is it? I'm gonna shift, basically. There we go.
Alrighty.
Just add my temporary hit points. And
So what are
then
you
I'm
shifting?
gonna-
What sort of form are you shifting into?
Kitty cat.
Yeah, so sort of a
Meow.
righto.
Yeah. Neko girl, basically.
No, senpai.
Yeah, notice this, senpai.
Pounces on you.
Nothing personal.
You run up, yeah. You run up, and exactly
Still wielding a spear,
skewer that guy. You run forward, strike him up in his abdomen. The spear goes up through the chest cavity and up into the head, and instantly kills that first kobold there.
Forgive me, master. I must go all out just this once.
And why not ruin it for everyone else? Let's just unarmed strike the other one. Oh.
Although, actually, what's the AC? Oh, that doesn't hit. you follow up with a blow that just glances off the side of the next one. Snarls back at you. Shalendi.
Oh my god, did you see what that guy just did? Oh, Eldritch Blast, of course, though.
Alright. You start to talk to him and then see Herrick
No.
just go split, and you're like, oh well, Eldritch Blast. Yeah, that'll hit and that'll kill him.
No.
No.
No,
There's
none
one left.
today. None today. So,
Was there one left? Because I still have a second blast.
No, that's it. There was just the 2 that were
Okay.
holding meat. So
Well,
now
I
you've got
mean,
you've got
there's a corpse left
various
still.
Now we have more meat!
various meat on the floor, and now you've got 5
There's-
bodies to deal with.
There's the elf. You can shoot that.
No, I think that would be classified as a fairly bad idea at this point. He told us he would give us 150 gold each.
So while that's been going on, Geralt, you've made it to around the top of the cliff where below is the camp that you were passing the alcohol around.
Yep. If I have a look down, does it look like anyone's looking up here?
It looks like that campsite actually, all those bodies have been moved to the entrance to keep a guard. So it's actually looking pretty quiet around there.
Okay, I am going to...
It's pitch black as well. It's midnight, starry sky, but a fully waxed moon.
Do I have anything? Oh, I've got a tent. Okay, this is a bit of an endeavour here. I'm going to get some of the tent pegs from my tent, because I don't have a climbing kit or pitons or anything.
Right.
Get those tent pegs. I'm going to
use them to repel. Okay.
No, I'm going to tie my rope around them.
All right.
And I'm going to, while holding onto the rope, so it's not, I'm not going to drop the rope, I'm going to hold it so it's not suddenly appearing, so there's less people to see. I'm going to start rappelling down.
All right. Make me an athletics check and a stealth check.
Beautiful, that went well.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Okay, you don't make it very far. You make it about 5 feet, and then you think, oh, this really isn't working, and you slip, but you manage to catch yourself. Some pebbles start tumbling down, and you look down, but it doesn't look like any bodies were around there to notice them fall.
Good.
Told you can make it down in one turn.
Right, you're about 10 foot down of 100 foot.
Perfect. Good start.
Good start.
Now it's only 9 d10.
So,
now it's only 9 d10s. Now it's...
While that's going on, what are you guys doing in the entrance of this dark cavern?
Deciding what to do with this other Eldritch Blast, apparently. I think we should. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we can't just sit here. I think we need to move.
Yeah, but do we move into the cave or out from the cave?
I think in.
Yeah, I'm kind of all for in as well, but yeah, let's just move in.
Do
you guys want to start moving in towards the cave? All right.
We're here now.
Slowly moving in towards it while asking the guy if he knows anything about this apart from the fact that it's a hatchery.
So no, he's like, are you giving him a hand to move because he's still too injured to really walk? It looks like he's going to take any amount of healing.
Yeah, I'll give him a hand.
He's going to take a good sort of couple of days to recover from his wounds as it is.
Can I take a quick moment of time to at least strip down one of the half dragon guards? I mean, they're obviously wearing some stuff. They have something on them.
Yep. It's splint mail, I think. Just 2 seconds.
Well, crap. I can't wear that.
2 seconds.
I've got some chainmail for you.
Can't wear that either.
I can't wear any of it.
I got a.
Oh no, sorry. I do apologise. Studded leather.
I choose not
studded
to.
leather is good. I can wear that. Because I'm thinking if I change into one of their outfits, well, that makes me highly suspicious anyway. But who cares?
So you want to take the Dragonfang's ornate headdress off and its studded leather armor and put that and don that.
Yes.
Alrighty, so you can do that. Not too much of a problem. That'll take a little while, but yeah, over 5 minutes or so, you could try and do that.
That's fine. We can meanwhile drag one of those idiots a little further to the back of the cave, and I'm going to suggest that we put some of that on the elf as well.
You can have my chainmail.
No,
I mean, he doesn't have to be proficient in it. He just has to be able to be in it.
What's the strength limit for chainmail?
Chainmail is 16 AC.
No, but what's the strength limit to be able to lift?
Oh, strength limit? None.
Really?
There's nothing. And
all right, okay. But I don't. He's not proficient in it, so. But I mean, you could try and put him in it. I suppose it's up to you. It'll take a little while to dress someone in full chainmail, though.
I mean, he's nearly dead, completely useless, except for some information, and future gold.
See,
I
right now
kind
I'm
of want to keep
thinking.
him as alive as possible.
Right.
I'm also thinking it might be worth making him appear like one of the guards.
Right. So putting the which armor? Who's getting which armor? Because the kobolds
Well,
aren't wearing armor particularly.
no,
that you
no,
just
I
slaughtered.
don't care about the damn kobolds.
Right.
But there was 2 half dragons.
No, there was one half dragon, and then the 2
One
dragon
half-dragon.
claws, which are humanoid
Well-
with humans. Sorry.
Those 2 dragon guys. I mean, that means basically the armor is going to be too big for either of us.
Yep.
But
Well,
that's
no,
fine.
you could no. I mean, you can try and put it on if you like. It's up to you. But
Yeah,
what are you doing like right now? Are you just leaving these bodies here? Are you moving them or what?
No, I want to move them a little further into the cave because we need to get out of sight of whatever is.
So you're dragging
going on
everything sort of
outside.
round just out of sight? And this is a pitch
Yeah.
black cave still. There's no light yet.
I don't care. I
this
can see
case.
perfectly in that.
Are you moving the kobolds as well?
I'll
Sure.
grab the kobolds and help as well with the elf to get him into the cave.
Alrighty, so you all move up into the cave. The cave, now you can hear the dark, dank cave system ahead of you, the drip, 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 and you keep on stumbling into stalagmites. But you can see the ones of you with dark vision can see stalactites from the ceiling as well. You see the ones of you who can see in the dark, I should say, can see sort of a cliff system here. Like a drop away from the current level you're at there.
The elf has dark vision, doesn't he?
The elf does, yes.
Damn it. Would have been fun to just accidentally lead him into a stalactite or two. Dunk, watch your head. Dunk, watch your head.
What did I just say?
Do I see anything over the edge here?
Make me a perception check with, and you've got 60 foot, so yeah, just a perception check. An 11. Yeah, I mean, you can tell that it goes down a little way. 2 seconds while I look for this. The entrance to the cave ends here at a 10-foot drop-off. To your right, the broad steps are roughly hewn into a natural stone ramp. The cavern below is carpeted with a profusion of fungi, ranging from a few inches high to nearly as tall as a human adult. 2 paths lead through the fungi. One on the left and one on the right, through this area further down.
Have you heard the tale of the mushroom? He was a fun guy.
Well,
You get a negative inspiration. I want you to put a -1 on your inspiration, and you're gonna have to wait for 2 inspirations before you get an inspiration.
that's harsh.
I'm joking. It's actually a -2, but I'll do it minus.
Yeah.
It's fine. Alrighty. While this is going on, Geralt, you roll me another athletics.
Sure.
You're really struggling. It takes you quite a long time. You're now about halfway down. You haven't slipped, but it's pretty. In order to try and stay stealthy, you're just taking your time. You're not
Is
getting
this
down very fast.
halfway down the cliff?
Halfway down
because
the
my
cliff.
rope's only 40 foot long.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
you can
Okay.
almost
So you're
jump
about
now.
at the end of your rope.
Okay. Oh, cool.
What was
Just
your
where I
plan?
get
For...
started. Oh, my plan was get as far with the rope as possible so that if I do fall.
Oh, right. Okay. So yeah, you're at the end of the rope. Are you just going to start trying to manually make your way down?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
much.
Make me another athletics check for now going down Son's rope. Ends badly for you. You take the first couple of handholds down, and then the third rock you hold onto just starts to give way. Is there anything you'd like to do?
I mean, try not to fall to my death would be nice.
Make me a general dexterity check to see if you can grab hold of anything around you
Sure.
while
How
before you
nice
start
you're being
falling.
with the dexterity.
Oh, right, okay. You manage to you kick forward out of instinct as you're falling backwards, and manage to get your toe stuck underneath a tree root that juts out, and you're now dangling upside down. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage when you crack your head against the cliff. You're now dangling upside down on the cliff.
Feels bad, man.
You see all the movement of troops upside down below. They don't seem to have noticed you yet.
Did I fall?
No, you didn't fall. You let go.
Cool. No,
Your
just-
foot got stuck, and you just went flop.
Okay. Right, I will. I can use my whip. I'll get my whip and I'll use my whip. You know, Indiana Jones style, like, get it around the tree.
Okay.
Like, try and right myself.
Oh, okay, yeah. With your proficiency with whips and that, not hard to do. You managed that without too much hassle. It looks hilarious if anyone was watching you.
And then I will initiate attempting to climb down.
You're gonna go for it again. Okay, make another athletics for climbing down the remaining way. You very carefully work your way down. It takes you ages, but you successfully do it.
That's fine.
Alrighty, so you're just about at the bottom of the cliff. What are you guys doing in the cave? You're moving. You were stripping down some of these guards to use the armor on some of yourselves. Yeah.
Not personally.
No.
Yes.
Right. So you're wearing dragon claw armor, and
Yep.
Hannibal, were you doing something similar?
Oh
no, you were wanting
no.
you were wanting the elf to wear
I
your
could give
chainmail.
him that if he could wear it, but I don't think he can.
You offer it to him, and he sort of thank
Yeah.
you, but I would be better. I can move very little as it is. I think if I was wearing that, I would move even less.
It's alright, I just wanted to.
I mean, we're already dragging him, so technically it wouldn't be a difference, but still.
Yeah.
Well, he can keep it. He can keep his leather.
Righto. Okay.
Anyone else who wants some chainmail, by the way? No, no one. Okay.
Nope.
I'm surrounded by cloth wearers.
It's not true, I'm wearing leather.
It's potato,
Speak for yourself, I'm not wearing any.
No.
Find it, Torvus. No, I'm not wearing any armor. And then starts doing the helicopter over there.
In his cat form.
No.
Woo!
You
Check
do
it
not
out.
want to do that. Especially not in his cat form. Jesus, that's horrifying.
All right, guys. What are you doing here? Are you just going to wait and see if Geralt shows up, or are you going to move on, or what?
No, I mean we need to keep moving a bit.
I'll send
I'll
Geralt
move
a
forward,
message if that's possible.
You
teeny tiny
try.
bit, and
It finds no target. Say again, Hannibal. Sorry.
I'll just keep moving forward a bit,
Alrighty. So are you...
closer to Torva.
Okay.
Somewhere around there. And guessing a bit further, like there.
Alright.
That's about it. And that's kind of all I do. Do you see anything odd?
You have
I
dark
have
vision.
worse dark vision than he does, so...
So no, you just see off into the abyss over this edge
Nice.
of this level that you're on, and you can see just some stairs over to the far side.
Technically, I should have sent out Nevermore to scout, but no. I don't want to be blind in this cave.
Herrick, what would you like to do? You're on mute or something, I think, mate.
Can I pop over here and have another look down whatever's down this way?
Sure, make me a perception check.
Gonna roll it.
Alrighty.
There's an 18 plus 4, 22.
Oh, nice. You realize as you come over to this dark side of this cave, already dark, your eyes pass over a section of wall that doesn't seem quite right. You're like, as you move, you think, hang on, that's trying to show me a wall. It isn't actually a wall. And as you walk forward and bring your hand out, it waves through an illusion, and you realize that there is an illusory wall in this lower section of cave.
Not a very good one, apparently.
Well, you're at a 22
No. I can kind of
around
maybe
that area.
gently tap my spear on the ground to try and get people's attention without shouting them. And then just kind of point at this odd wall.
Should we roll for perception to see if we hear his clacking?
This could go on forever. Yeah, he gets your attention and sort of motions you all forwards.
I will.
Well, we should just go straight into it.
I join him down there and.
There's no light, right? We haven't brought any light in here.
Completely pitch black in here.
Yeah, I don't know
So you're
what
just
direction he's tapping in.
I'll take you along. It's fine.
Shalendi is being your guide.
I have my spider, so I have it on my head and I look through it most of the time.
Alrighty. So as you guys are working your way down towards that illusory wall, Geralt, you find yourself at the bottom of this cliff face. You see over towards the entrance, still huge amount of the manpower has been put at the front. They're clearly rattled. They know something is going on. There is an active attack as far as they're concerned. They put all their best men at the front of the camp.
So that means there's not many good men at the back.
Doesn't look like there's so many. No, it looks like they're quite Spartan and spaced out. Remind me, what do you actually look like at the moment? So you had cultist robes, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, I'm going to make my way kind of semi around the back. I'll make my way kind of. Is there anyone milling around still, or?
There's people moving in various directions. It's now around midnight, and they're tired from the attack on Greenest, clearly. But so when they've been placed somewhere, they seem to be just sort of sitting down and waiting.
Okay.
But there's a few people moving around. But you're wearing cultist robes. You seem to be able to pass without too much problem.
Yeah, I'll make my way to the bottom side of the camp, away from where I caused havoc.
Okay.
And then I'll move kind of just in front of the camps, like so people don't.
Okay, so sort of zigzagging your way around. Where's your end game here? Are you trying to get to the cave?
Yeah.
Right. All right. So you're moving towards the cave. It'll take you a little while to get there, but we'll work on that a bit.
Keeping a lookout for these guys.
All right. Okie
I
dokie.
didn't see them leave or anything, so I assume they're still in here somewhere.
Righty. What about you guys in the cave?
Head for that very odd wall.
Alrighty.
I mean, if nothing else, maybe it can hide us for a moment.
2 seconds. Okay. So yeah, as you walk towards this illusory wall, you can just walk straight through, and on the other side, you see a continuation of a passaging area of the cave system that moves around to your right.
Yeah, if Torva heads in first and notices this, I'll just bring the elf along and be just behind him.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else doing anything?
Torva is at the moment.
I follow after Torva as well.
Alright. So you're all moving down. You can move down into that if you are you actually moving up through this sort of down this. Oh, hang on, I'm on the wrong tool. Sort of into this area, yeah.
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 Okay.
Yep.
So as you get there, you see the first Herrick. As you get, in fact, give me a perception, Herrick, as you get to about there.
That's 13.
13. You see the first glimmers of light coming from down this area here. Like flickers like a cooking light, like a small campfire down this passageway, and you can hear murmured voices from this area here. Sounds like a lot of guards, cultists, all sorts of beings talking, chattering, eating, laughing, drinking. Sounds like, but you don't see or hear anything from this further on passage.
I'll probably just pop back out and say it sounds like it's full of people we probably don't want to meet right now. But if you're determined, then I would probably suggest someone else go first.
At this point, I mean, we're kind of tired. We're bringing someone who's beaten up badly. We need somewhere to hide for the night.
Yeah.
And this isn't it then.
I don't think so. Is there any harm in us going back out into the camp? And
I don't think that's a good idea. Could be wrong, but
have we blown our cover?
probably not. But
I mean, I can have a sneak in and see how many there are, and if there's only a few, we can maybe
we have
try
at least
and
one guy who's not clad in the correct gear at all.
True.
Or two of them, even.
I'm not wearing, but I still have one disguise self left. So
Okay. Problem is our elfie boy.
I mean, he can hide himself well enough for now, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I think if you go in and check, I mean, if there's a lot of them, then yeah, this is a no-go. But if we could somehow clear this place out, it would be easily defensible.
Okay, all right. I'll tell you what. I'll roll for stealth and then see if I can sneak up and see what's going on in there.
Okay, give me a stealth roll.
Oh dear.
Come on, gods of stealth.
That's 14.
14.
Yeah.
All right. You make it there. You peek round the corner, and you can see into what must be some sort of guards' barracks. There's a number of cooking pots over open fires, and there's a number of shadows moving out of sight, but you can see the shadows cast on wall. You would estimate maybe 15 or so bodies in this room.
Just no.
While you're there, you see that this passageway just leads off into further darkness. You don't get any anything else from that one. It'd be around this time that Geralt will make it to the entrance of the cave, managing to navigate his way around people and not rouse suspicion, being as he is in cultist clothes. You run across a mess of blood all over the floor, and then the drag marks of bodies that have been dragged into the cave system there, Geralt. Do you have dark vision, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see the bodies actually from where you are there. And you see this elf sort of. Sorry, did you take the elf with you, Hannibal? Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
brought him
actually,
with
where
me.
did you want to leave these bodies exactly, just so I can be fair to you guys here?
Honestly, that's not a bad place for them.
Right. Okay, that's cool.
Looks like I'm in the right place. So they outside this thing still, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of deciding what to do here. I mean, 15 guards. If they're of the dragon cultist kind of type, then that's bad. If they're of the normal guard kind of cultist thing, then that's good. And that empty room kind of intrigues me.
Hello there.
Hello.
So you're finally catching up with the group, get to meet this elf for the first time.
Hello,
We
new
saved him
friend.
from the crosses.
Lovely to meet you. Did you enjoy my distraction?
Yes, it was very helpful in getting into this cave. And then maybe that was a bad idea, so going in here.
It helped me escape. Thank you.
No problem. What are we dealing with? What's the sitch?
There's an illusionary wall here. There's about 15 guards on the other side. It's a narrow passage, but probably couldn't get more than one or two of them at a time. But I don't know if they've got like bows and stuff. So
What kind are we dealing with? Armored? Unarmored?
don't know. Just estimated bodies.
I mean,
Any
some
other
with
route in
stealth.
that you've found?
There's a room on the other side, but I don't know what's in there.
What's over this way?
No idea.
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Fungi.
Hmm.
I mean, you can try and have a look what's in the other room.
What
But
about the spider? Miles, go have a look.
Oh, yeah.
I can send my spider. If you want me to.
yes,
Yeah.
please.
Down the illusionary corridor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Start
Secret room
sending-
first.
See what's over here.
So you're going to send him down there. All right.
Yeah.
This it appears to be a storage room with many stacked up boxes and wine kegs, all sorts of things. Do you send him fully in?
Yeah, why not?
Make me a stealth check for the spider.
Ooh.
Fuck. Now I've forgotten the stats for the spider.
Just roll a d20.
Yeah. 6.
6.
Oh.
As the spider creeps forward in towards the back end of the of this storage room, it stops for a second.
It's a 10 because it has +4 on stuff.
Oh right, okay. It can hear something breathing at the back of this room. Breathing? No, snoring at the back of this room. Just lightly. Does he carry on?
Yeah.
Yeah. He carries on round another couple of crates and over a barrel, and it sees a cultist lying, well, what appears to be a cultist in robes, asleep, wine bottles strewn around. Just a lone cultist.
Does he learn which kind of cultist?
It looks like the same cultists you've seen everywhere, like the lowly initiate type cultist.
If it's those types, we actually have a chance in here.
I will.
Yeah. Question is whether, I mean, if we're in there, are these guys gonna hear us? If
You're gonna hear me coming in there either way when I start going. But if they're the same types,
yeah,
Check
I mean,
the other room.
A sleeping drunk guy only needs one sneaky boy to go in and just kill him.
Stabby.
I will send my spider down the other corridor then.
Alrighty, so as Miles makes it round this next corridor, he can see exactly what Herrick had feared. Around 15 humanoids all gathered round various cooking pots, talking, eating, a number of dragon claws. Can't quite tell if one of them is a half dragon or was just in the certain regalia, seems to just walk out of another entrance towards the southeast, just as Miles makes the corner.
Is this ball here or whatever solid or
It looks just
illusionary
open.
or
No, it just looks open. It's just a corridor that leads straight into a room.
So it's like an escape path.
Could be.
Extra doors and shit. God damn it, everything is behind there.
What kind of cultists are we dealing with in that room?
They look like a mix of all sorts that you've been seeing over the night.
If it had been normal types,
all
one
I'm saying
fireball could have solved this.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one. We certainly saw one.
How loud is a fireball, though?
Very.
Exactly.
Explosion. Yeah.
Not a very stealthy thing.
What we could do is some of us go up here and kind of hide around the corner, and then others come here. Like if Tin comes here and blocks this corridor, then me and Tolva go up here, and you guys can kind of ranged attack over Tin, and we can punch him in the back. If we send
Yeah.
Wodwick first to fireball them, fuck it. I mean,
As
there's like loads in there already.
As you all hunker down to plan your next actions, the drip, drip, drip of the dank cave and the heady smell of the, you now realise, mushroom field down in the lower section, you take a moment to gather yourselves and plan your next action. I think that'll be a good as place as any to leave it for the week. Well done, guys.
Yeah. I'm so up for just flanking the shit out of them in that corridor.
I could see
Stealthy
the
guy goes in and kills
Yeah.
the drunk cultist, and then we just deal with him.
I could see the planning going on a little while there, and also then you'll have to do it. So I think that'll be as good a place as any.
Oh yeah.
But
Thanks for tonight.
yeah, well done, guys. Yeah. All well, all able for next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Next week is even national holiday. Yeah, because Christ went flying.
Can you
I think that was Icarus.
No, Christ. Next
you
Thursday
reveal
is
the room
national
for me?
holiday in Sweden because Christ went flying.
What did you say? Sorry, Garrett.
Can you reveal this room for me? I've come up with a cunning plan.
Oh,
Which
I don't think he wants to.
the room shape. No, I can. I can give you
I
the
want
room
to
shape.
draw it so I don't forget it. Oh, okay. Oh, this easy plan. Where are the guys?
All over, gathered round. I'll lay it all out ready for you next week. How they're all set up. But yeah, nicely done, guys. I will catch you all next week.
Are you
Alright.
are you referring to Christ's ascension into heaven as the day he went for a fly?
Yeah, that's what we kind of call it in Sweden. In Swedish, that day is called Kristi himmelfärd, which is Christ goes heavensward, pretty much.
I see. Okay.
Or, in the more colloquial term, Kristi flygare, which means Christ the flyer.
And to be fair,